Squatch. It's in our name. We are the game. It's in our name. CM Squatch. Welcome to the sports show. Yada, yada, yada. Look, we got a full fucking house tonight.
Is that really the way it's supposed to be opened up?
Fuck no. Lame ass intro bullshit.
Fucking 2 weeks off.
I thought it was.
Yeah, that's fucking weak. Weak.
Hi.
Don't make me fucking
How are you doing?
treat your ass like Chris Rock. You know, fuck out of your ass.
I don't recall talking about your wife.
I'm torn on that though.
What?
Because when I watch it real time and I watch Will sit down and Chris saying, shit, I got slapped by Will Smith. And him sitting there all mean mugging him, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
What?
It looked really real.
Yeah.
But then when they go back and they slow it down frame by frame, and you see them both giggling, I'm like, hey, wait, I don't know what the hell that is. Now, the flip side is, I didn't know the Oscars was on until the next day when all this shit started floating around.
That's
Hey,
usually
I
how
know.
that goes. Yeah.
No clue.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. Eh.
So that's the conspiracy theory is that it was a work job just to get ratings to bump back up.
It's possible. But,
I didn't think it was when I watched it live in real time
yeah.
on YouTube. Well, not live in real time, but the next day in real time. Like when you just watch it flowing it, I'm like, that dude looked pretty pissed. But then when they slowed it down and he landed that smack that Rock leaned into, and when he was done, they're both smiling at each other. Like, that does look sketchy, but it is frame by frame now,
Yeah.
so you don't know.
Well, here's my piece to it, all right? Because we're on a sports show and we're talking about some stupid shit, right?
Well, it's a sports show. Aren't you
Yeah.
supposed to?
Right?
I mean, that's what Espen does, so.
Yeah.
So all I gotta say is, he struck him. You know what? I don't see why Will Smith would tarnish his image one iota for any award show at all.
I wouldn't think so either, because
You know,
he's got a
he-
lot
dude.
of back. You got Jim Carrey the next morning. Oh, I would have sued him for $200 million. I'm like, really, dude?
Well, yeah,
Because you got slapped?
yeah. He's probably never got slapped like that in his life. All right, guys like us. I mean, we've been slapped more than our fair share of times.
No,
Man.
that's our bet. You know, we do slap
Yeah.
bets, cuz.
Yep.
And you want $200 million for a slap bet?
Yeah. Yep.
Come on, man.
None of my slaps came on bet, so I full well deserved it.
Earned them.
Earned those
Hey.
suckers, man.
It happens.
Hey, I'm not part of the politically correct culture, I guess.
Apparently not.
I've said some things that happened.
Everyone has.
Yeah, that's all right. But I, like Jesus, I was like, go ahead. Try
Right
the other two. Try the other one.
We got. We got Vince.
What you got, man?
I,
we got.
I don't even fucking know right at this point in time. Oh, I honestly didn't think we'd talk about the Oscars on this show.
Hey,
Well,
done did happen.
maybe next time you should fucking intro the open and actually nail it. I mean, damn.
It is kind of his fault.
Yeah, it is.
Sure. Plain.
Well,
Yeah.
we were the ones that called you out for a lame intro, and
There you go.
Fair enough. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce Mr. Mike Cox. On the other side, we got Mr. Josh McCoy.
Hey, yo.
And number one fan back in the house. Terry, we might just have to. I'll make you. I'll make you a throne.
you should. Well, that's not a bad idea,
Yeah.
actually. At least a logo. Anything, you know. A queen's place to sit, something, anything.
No, we can't even do that for him.
No.
Just go ahead and clear
Like
that out.
the guitar, the water bottle, and all that shit. It's cool.
Well, no, I left the guitar over there. Hopefully, Terry would just start doing the background music for us.
If I could play, I would.
Just make up songs that they made up 20 years ago. That's what Vince does.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck you.
Hey, you know a song or two, don't you?
No.
You used to.
I mean, we're not monetized. Fuck it, go for it. I battle copyright claims every week.
Promise.
Yeah. No, every week. That's why we won't have an episode posted for a couple weeks, and then we'll have 10.
Yeah. Fighting copyrights, man. Fuck
Yeah.
YouTube. They don't even pay
It
us.
really does.
They don't even pay us, man. We only got like the 10 subscribers.
Because we need more subscribers. We're so old in our show
Right.
that our hour views is
Oh, yeah.
completely covered.
Yeah, completely. We just need
don't
more
have enough
subscribers.
subscribers. That's all we need is just somebody to click the subscribe button.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fucking
Oh.
YouTube's algorithm.
You know what?
It's a game, just like your credit. It's a game. It's a scam. You gotta play it the right way, and boom, there you go.
There you go. Subscribers.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, subscribers.
We don't need them to actually watch it for the full show
No, we just
anymore.
we just
need
need
them to subscribe.
No.
We have plenty of watched hours.
No.
All we need is the subscribers. That's
Oh.
it.
Yep.
I got a better intro then for next week. Subscribe, you sons of bitches, or else we'll come over to your house and we'll give you a Will Smith slap. Motherfucker. I'm good with that.
That should probably
Fuck that.
work.
Yeah, I think
Fuck
that'd
that
be
shit.
fine.
All right. So a lot of shit's been happening NFL wise. I don't know if everybody's heard or not.
A lot's been happening, but a lot hasn't been happening at the same time.
I agree. I agree because I mean you got a ton of free agents out on the market still.
Big,
all right.
Big time.
Big names. Big names. And that's cool. That's a good thing, I think.
Well, everybody's kind of starting to do the right thing.
Waiting.
Let's lay back. Let's see how the draft plays out.
Yep.
Then we'll fill our gaps with proven players.
Boom.
Ah, who would have ever thought of that?
Such a novel concept.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you should do.
Yeah.
But what do we got? We got the Watson thing. How
Yeah,
he
we
went
got
out.
Deshaun.
Yeah.
Monster trade.
Yeah. I mean that worked out. That worked out for everybody involved.
I think it will, and I think it'll work out even better because Watson's gonna be suspended.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
More than likely.
If you're Cleveland, what do you care? You've already got a backup, plus you've got Baker, which nobody wants because he's coming off labrum surgery, which everybody just watched.
Yeah.
That torn labrum on his non-throwing shoulder completely affected his game.
Right.
So you're paying 19 mil for him, period. You picked up the 5th-year option, it's guaranteed.
Right.
That's why nobody's traded for him. They don't know what it's going to be after the surgery.
Right.
He's under contract. You didn't get a first-round draft pick for him. Are you just going to cut him?
Well, no.
Well, no, because you still have that $19 million cap hit.
Right.
No, he's on your team.
Yep.
Here's my ordeal with it is, I mean, Baker coming in, good quarterback, rookie year, posted some fantastic numbers. All right.
Yeah.
Especially for a rookie quarterback. Now, game's kind of petered out the last few years. Now,
But he's going through the Alex Smith thing, where he's been in the league 4 years and he's had 5 offensive coordinators.
yeah.
And four head coaches.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's absolutely happened to Baker too.
Yeah.
We don't stop and think of it, but Alex Smith went through that same thing.
Mm-hmm.
What happened when he got into a good system?
Yeah. He was effective.
Yeah.
He was more effective.
Yeah.
And of course, there's those lumps of growing
Right.
that most of the quarterbacks go through. Aaron Rodgers didn't, but
No.
I mean, most
Cat's
of the quarterbacks, you know.
Most quarterbacks do.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you get that dude that there are no lumps.
Mm-hmm.
But like, one of the things that I've said for years is go back and look at Brady and Wilson and Roethlisberger's first 3 years in the NFL.
Yep.
Well, they averaged 25 passes a game
Yeah.
because they ran the fucking football because they didn't want to put the game in that young quarterback's hand yet. And what happened to him after that? Well, they fucking exploded because they knew what the hell was going on now.
Right.
They were able to take their time and work the quarterback through, kind of like some dude. And it blows my mind every time I listen to ESPN every day. Well, Josh Allen just came out of Wyoming as the best thing ever invented.
No, he wasn't.
No, Trubisky was actually better
Yeah.
than Allen before Allen was this good.
Right.
It was actually Trubisky that was better.
Right. I agree.
What are you guys talking about? They have zero memory. I know Josh Allen was a fucking MVP drafted out of Wyoming. No, he wasn't. He kind of sucked.
Yeah, he was pretty terrible. You got to grow into it. Sometimes
And
you
they
gotta
didn't change the offense to make him what they wanted him to be. They
Right.
let him progress year by year. Now he's a monster.
Right.
Huh. Go figure.
Well, but that's certain teams that do certain things. I mean, if you're intelligent, you'll go, okay, what do I need to do?
It might take
make
us
this
2
guy-"
years,
Right.
3 years, but we'll get there.
Right. And
And
then
when you get there, shit. Then you got 10 more years of just being there.
right.
As
Makes it a hell of a lot
opposed to,
easier.
Well, let's jerk this kid off for 5 years, see if we can fuck him up, trash him, and go find another one.
Yeah. Tannehill.
He looks okay. Smith looks okay now. Well, looked okay.
Looked okay. Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of them
Yeah.
that
yeah.
went that way.
I agree, man. Sometimes you can actually come back and play. It's
When you get in a stable system
fucking,
with a
yeah. Peyton Manning looked like shit his first year. Yeah,
still holds the rookie
Yeah.
record for picks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't have fucking Marvin Harrison yet.
That's just part of the fucking game too, man. But we're not allowed to do that anymore because
Well, Mahomes' rookie year, he had 0 touchdowns and 2 picks.
Yep.
He played the road game in New England and started. That was his first game.
That's
It was
mean.
a tough game, but he still took him to the end of the fucking game.
right. But that's just mean. How you gonna start them off like that?
Because they already had the first round bye.
That's just bullshit. Just saying. I wouldn't do that to a guy. Yeah, I would.
I mean, why not? You want to know
Fuck
what
it.
you want to know what the kid's made of.
Yeah, true.
It showed what the kid was made of.
Test your metal real quick.
Yeah.
Damn.
Even though he had a bad game, it still wasn't a bad game.
True, true.
I think it did show what the kid was made of real quick.
So, is Garoppolo sticking home or what?
Well, he's kind of fallen underneath the same shit as Baker is.
Right,
They both had late off-season surgery,
right.
so that trade market has really soured on them because nobody knows if they can pass the physical after having the surgery. They're both doing rehab and doing that rehab work, but teams aren't going to pull the trigger till after the draft, which I think is funny as shit.
Well, everybody was talking about how nobody was going to get drafted in the quarterback in the first round.
And
now we're talking about people trading up to the.
What did I
Top
say
pick.
4 weeks ago? There's
Right.
going to be 5 of them go in the first round because they're quarterbacks, and that's just what happens.
Yep.
I understand.
Even though you have Baker and Garoppolo right there, people, and Darnold, people want to get rid of them
Mm-hmm.
for less than a first round draft pick.
Right.
Especially when it goes to Baker and Garoppolo, you know what they are.
Right.
Garoppolo's he's a championship game quarterback every year.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want him. I'd rather take a flyer at number 8 on a dude playing in 1AA. Really?
You're talking
I-
about Malik.
The quarterback that I like the most out of the
Yeah.
draft. Like, yeah, I would take him at 31 or 32.
He's got a huge arm. He's
Tons of talent.
major athletic. I mean, he checks pretty much all the boxes that you're looking for in a quarterback. But
Didn't Daniel Jones?
yeah,
How's he working out? Let's ask our resident expert.
He's not bad.
Have you watched him play 10 snaps in a row?
Yeah.
Oh, and you're still sticking with he's not bad.
Compared to our backups that we've had,
Okay. I'm not gonna say you're wrong on that.
he's Tom Brady.
I'll give you that one. Give you that one.
Close enough. I think he's in the top 20 all time for rookie passer rating. His rookie year.
DJ, his rookie year. Yeah. He is.
He is. Yep.
And how's he been since that rookie year?
Hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, defensive coordinator's got some game tape and said, hey, yo.
And what I know is it's still hard to throw off of your back.
You're not wrong.
That line hasn't done. Wait, that line minus one player hasn't done anything to help him out.
Oh, no.
So,
Well, yeah, I get what you're talking about. Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thomas stud.
Yep. That was a good pick.
Yeah, that was an awesome pick.
And Barkley wasn't a bad pick.
No.
Just unfortunate injuries. He's done. I don't remember running back in NFL history ever coming back from an blown ACL and then whatever the fuck happened to that kid's ankle.
Right.
That was
and
pretty
being number 2 overall.
Right.
I don't ever remember that. Those are 2 massive injuries.
Jamal Charles.
Not like that.
And he blew out the ACL.
On one leg and then the other leg.
Yeah.
But Saquon's was
Yeah.
it was the upper half and the lower half.
Right.
Same shit.
Right.
And Saquon, that movement, whenever you stunt your movement on one leg and then you re-stunt the movement on one leg, that's going to be a tough pill to climb back from. Not saying he can't.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
And yet
Saying,
again,
the 15 mil might be better served for a $500,000 third round halfback.
and you know what? I mean, I agree with that. All right, I do. I really do. But also, if you put some talent over there on that offensive line, it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. If he still has it, you'll know then. And that's one of those things. They picked up Hernandez through the draft. He had like the record-setting bench time, and that's one of the reasons why he slid. Well, he lifted up so high in the draft was everybody went.
I
He's got
actually had
Mauler
him.
strength.
I actually had him in the first round.
Yeah.
I would have taken him late first round.
Right. And that's the thing, though, is whenever you have a few of those guys and then they don't perform, the dude from the Patriots, Nate Soldier.
Oh, well, there was a reason the Patriots let him go for that amount of money.
Correct.
He wasn't fucking worth it.
But
They learned the hard way.
the Giants tried, all right? They tried
They
to do the right thing.
Well,
And
they've tried that. That's what I'm saying. They've tried it a lot. They tried drafting Eric Flowers early in the first round, 17 overall.
right.
And everybody's, why?
Now, how the hell they can even have a competitive team, all right, from all of this shit, it's beyond me. Because, I mean, whiff.
That's what I'm getting at. There's a lot of whiffs there.
Right.
A lot. Early, late, just like free agency. It's like all around, a lot of whiffs.
That's the reason why I'm like, if the Giants get a chance to do some moves in the draft and come up with a few extra picks, it's probably a good idea for them to do. Even if it's at the back end of the draft.
There's still a
I'd do
lot
it.
of talent there.
Yeah.
But, and I haven't followed one mock. I've just been looking at them all.
Right.
I see a mock here or there where the Giants might trade down. Those are very rare and far and few.
Yep.
Most of them have. I'm taking Walker from Georgia. And then if we don't have Walker from Georgia, we've got London from US. They're all over the board for what the Giants are going to do because nobody has a clue.
Right. Well, and that's one of the pisser parts of it is the offensive linemen that are in this draft.
They are
We
stacked.
Yeah, we don't know where they're going though.
I would take them all top 10.
But that's the thing. I mean, realistically, that's not going to happen.
No, somebody's gonna take somebody's gonna take a quarterback, somebody's gonna take a cornerback to fight the quarterback, then somebody's gonna take a receiver to fight the cornerback, and our offensive linemen are gonna drop when those should be the first dudes off the board. They're really good this year.
Right.
This is not the Eric Fisher offensive lineman draft.
Right.
These kids are good.
Right.
I'd be taking these guys really high. Really high.
And my only point that I'm making to this is if the Giants can, let's just trade out of the seventh pick, if they can pick up, like, what do the Packers have, the 22nd and the 28th or something like that?
I'm sure.
Something close to that. But
It wouldn't be bad, but I don't think the draft points work out that way. I think the Packers would have to give up one more later round pick,
yeah, and
and that
So-
might be a tough pill to swallow.
well, I'm just saying, because for the Giants, in that kind of realm, what they would see with the 22nd through the 38, around the 30th
You're
pick,
still looking at 2 starters.
2 starters, and they have a couple of really good guards that are out there around the 30th pick, around 28th pick. You're also going to have an edge rusher that'd be available, depending on how you would draft on that first part. And tell you the truth,
Well, and Gems always slide.
right,
They always do.
right,
Michael Thomas, 2nd round draft pick.
right.
Cortland Sutton, 2nd round draft pick. A lot of good production out of your 1st round draft pick wide receiver last year. No,
No,
that one touchdown.
but
DeMarcus Lawrence, 2nd round draft pick.
right.
Talent slides all the time.
Oh yeah,
Bobby Wagner, 2nd round. We can just keep going and going and going.
absolutely.
2nd round's just chock full of starters.
Tyron Matthew,
Well,
second round
you
pick.
know, that's what you get
Darius
for
Slay,
smoking weed.
2nd round pick.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
they just
Yeah.
on and on and on.
yeah, you can keep on listing off guys that are, perennial Pro Bowlers.
Bowlers.
That, yeah,
Pro Bowlers and all pros
right,
in the 2nd and 3rd round.
correct.
But that didn't get the fan frenzy of the 1st round.
That's right.
Jamarcus Russell.
Kalis Campbell, you remember him?
Yeah.
2008.
Yeah.
Dude was good. 2nd round pick.
And he wasn't that good in his first 3 years.
Came
But
around.
it's a 2nd round draft pick.
Yep.
You're not invested $15 million. So you got a couple of years to see if you can help the kid out. That's where it comes back to your coaching staff. I mean, all this shit's
God dang coaching staffs.
a lot of it really is. And a lot of it actually goes back to the front office.
Yeah.
Now stop and think of this. If you remove all 32 owners from the NFL and put in 32 new owners, game gonna be changed badly a whole lot? Is it gonna affect the game on the field on Sunday?
Probably not as much as what you would think.
Now, if you remove 2,200 players under contract in the NFL
Yeah.
and put in the next 2,200 best,
Oh God.
what's that gonna do to the game?
It's gonna go to crap.
Yeah, you know what affects the game more, what affects the fans more. Not the fucking owners. It's the players on the field.
Right. Yeah. All I know is, damn, I sure do love stats. That's all. Daniel Jones.
Stats are good, but you got to remember that Phillip Rivers and the Chargers had the #1 offense, #1 defense, couldn't make a fucking Super Bowl
Right.
Yep.
Right.
because they're fucking special teams. Every fucking week.
Maybe that should be a priority.
Well, I mean, you look at a lot of successful coaches,
Yeah.
and you can take it back to baseball too. Your successful baseball managers, where do they come from? They're your backup fucking catcher.
They ain't got nothing else to do.
No. Those are the most successful baseball managers of all time. It's your
Typically.
backup catcher.
Typically.
You're really good football head coaches are your special teams coordinators. Bill Belichick came from there. John Harbaugh came from there.
Yeah.
A lot of guys came from being special teams coordinators because they have to look at everybody on the team to figure out who will work special teams the right way.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. But that's what I see the route for the Giants going. I would probably prefer it to go that way for them. Just get more talent around. And that 7th pick, one of my things is one of the biggest gambles is taking a cornerback, a corner. In
Pre-top 10.
Pre-top 10.
Trayvon Diggs,
Yep.
2nd round pick.
Right.
He's slipped 2nd round.
But with that being said, this year, there's 2 guys,
Which 2 do you got?
Stingley,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, he's,
Where do you have him? Do you have him 1 or 2? He's coming off the injury.
yeah, I know, he's coming off the injury, but
This is 1985. Our surgeons are really good.
right, I know.
And I can't stress that enough. I'm like, no, our surgeons are really good now.
I'm like, this guy's a shutdown. He's a
Yes.
shutdown.
I had him number 1. That's
right.
why I asked.
And that was my thing about it is
He's big, physical.
yeah.
The lineage is there. Everything is
Yeah,
there.
Exactly. He checks every single friggin' box
Yeah.
you want. Same way with the safety.
Oh, Hamilton from
Yeah.
Notre
Yep.
Dame.
Hamilton's freaking awesome.
But he is a safety.
Correct.
Do you really want to be taking safeties in the top 10?
Here's my thing though. The dude's huge, physical. Yeah, he doesn't post apparently the fastest 40 time.
Yeah, I'm so sick of that.
You watch
I'm
this
so
kid.
sick of that.
And
Watch his game tape.
Yeah.
Does he look slow on film?
He reminds me a lot of Miles Jack. I think that's his name.
Yeah, linebacker
Yeah.
from Jacksonville. They because he had a massive injury
Yep.
at UCLA. Was it redshirt junior or senior year? Whatever it was, it dropped him to the second round.
Yeah. I think that was his junior year.
And he was a two-way player.
Right.
And this isn't back in the day.
Yeah.
He played inside linebacker and fullback for UCLA.
Right.
Well, he ran a 4.40, but we just don't have a position for him.
Right.
You got 10 positions for him. What are you talking
That's
about?
what I was thinking too. I'm like, you can pretty much do whatever you need.
Yeah.
And the way I look at this kid, Hamilton, he reminds me a lot of Arizona Cardinals, Isaiah. Gosh, dang it, Simmons.
Gotcha.
And
Or he's a small linebacker.
Right.
But you can put him anywhere. You can rush the passer.
yeah, you
cover
can-
tight end.
you can knock
hit
him
a
back to
receiver.
safety. You can do whatever you friggin' want. And that's the reason why I'm like, this guy looks like the Swiss
but-
Army knife to me.
But Simmons went, what, 15?
Yeah, right around.
Somewhere in there? So why am I taking this kid at 2?
What I'm saying is,
Possibly
positioning-
the best player in the draft.
right, positioning shouldn't really matter as much. Of course, it does matter. Don't get me wrong.
Unfortunately, it does.
And that's the thing is, whenever I look at the total slate of safeties that are out there in the draft, you have other guys that,
They're pretty good.
yeah, they're
But
really good.
They're not what he is.
Correct. So you got to trade off. You know what I mean? Let's just say you lost your safety, and you're like, this is a pretty valuable part for me.
Aints. Malcolm Jenkins just retired today.
Yeah.
13 years. And I'm like, I was a little shocked. I'm like, dude has yet to put up a bad year,
Right.
including last year. I don't care if he's his 13th year ever.
Yeah, and they just lost their other safety in free agency too, Marcus Williams or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep.
So you see that Giants. How's you guys at safety looking? Well, Actually, it's not fair because I do like his safeties. You got McKinney, right?
Say I don't mind their
Yeah.
safeties.
And Love.
Love.
I think maybe they're not used
but
in
who
the
is-
best manner.
Who is the starter, supposed to be the starter before them?
Jabril Peppers.
Pro Peppers.
Yep.
They're actually looking about getting him back too. I think. Or,
I mean,
Discount time.
that's because you could play him anywhere.
Right.
You never knew where that kid was going to line up. He
Right.
could be a slot corner. He'd be your free safety, your strong safety. He'd slide down into inside linebacker. Not that he was big enough to do it, but he had a great nose for the ball.
Right. Yeah, my bottom line to it is for Terry's sake, whatever. I mean, you know, there's going to be players there. I think
I mean,
it'll
I've
be.
got faith
Yeah.
that doesn't matter. The Giants are going to fuck it up.
I don't know how the hell they do it this time though.
You know how many times we said that?
Fuck that. Look at Jacksonville. All right. Why don't we start picking on Jacksonville?
They got the
I mean,
quarterback.
I think they're going to get it right this year. You know
I
the
think
reason
they got
why?
it right last year. They just, well, they got the draft right last year. But
Yeah.
two different things.
You know the reason why, don't you?
Well, that was a no-brainer.
Not their war room. All right. They decided, hey, we're going to bring some people into the war room and we're going to kick Putin's guys out. All right. Let them go back into Russia. All right. And
No,
and bring some real good guys in here.
no, Meyer was still there, dude.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
And even he couldn't fuck it up. That's how well they did. Even he couldn't fuck it up.
But this year, new changeover. It's fresh.
And they started fucking shit up from the get-go.
Yep. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Miles Jack.
You make the most expensive receiver a slot receiver. That's 5 foot and nothing.
Yep.
But he runs fast.
Hey,
Really? Yep.
keep that shit up. Keep that shit up. You're gonna spend all your money?
Dude,
Fine.
bring Putin back. I'm sorry. Bring Putin back because you guys suck.
Hey, I'm
you guys
just saying.
suck balls.
I'm just saying. That's all.
Christian Kirk, really?
Hey,
That
you didn't reach.
that was
you know?
day one. Day one. That's my man.
That's my guy.
He's nobody's guy. He's a 5th round draft pick. What are you talking about?
No, he was second. He was second.
I didn't say he wasn't overdrafted.
No, actually, he was a third.
At 3rd, yeah.
He was a 3rd.
And I would have took him in the 5th.
I would have took him third.
John Brown went in the 3rd.
Yeah, I definitely would have took him in third.
Yeah, I'm taking JB over Christian Kirk. Gallup went in the 3rd. I'm taking Gallup over Christian Kirk. I am.
I'm okay with that. They were actually drafted pretty damn close.
They were close together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of like,
What the fuck are you paying that dude 72 mil?
hey, you know another player that was drafted around there, around the third, about that time.
I did want to talk about that. This is my problem. All these especially Christian Kirk, we're getting really 72 mil
Right.
for a slot receiver
Yeah. I mean, this
Get
big bucks
outta
is being
here.
shilled out right now.
for nothing, for shit you can get in the 6th round.
Kirk's better than what you think he is.
Devontae
He really
Adams, 2nd round draft pick. Michael Thomas, 2nd round draft pick. Michael Gallup, 3rd round draft pick.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp, 3rd round draft pick. Anybody confusing them with Christian Kirk?
Yeah, exactly. But
Why
you're
are
still
we paying-
talking. You're
but-
still talking about 900 yards.
I mean-
receiver.
I'm not even making fun of him now. All these receivers
Yeah.
that we're tossing out $25 million a year to,
Mhm.
but you drafted them in the 2nd and 3rd round.
Yep.
Why don't we just go draft the next one? I mean, I get they're good, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of them that are good like that. And that takes me back to the dude I was making fun of from Detroit,
Right.
who was in the top 3 receiving categories the last 7 weeks of the year.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been Amon-Ra St. Brown, who I made fun of.
Yeah.
3rd round draft pick.
Yep.
Yeah, top 3 wide receiver.
Right.
And it just took him 12 weeks to work into it. And then him and Goff were great.
Yep.
What the fuck are you doing paying Christian Kirk, drafted in the same 3rd round, 72 million, when you can go find Amon-Ra St. Brown that somebody's making fun of.
The only problem is there's a lot of misses along the way. Okay? Cephas, Detroit,
Yeah.
he slid way back because of problems. Okay? And that's off-field problems. You look at the first round guys that are no longer in the league, and one of them's in jail.
That's what I'm getting at. We spend all these high draft picks because they run fast.
Yeah.
Can't fucking play the position, but they run fast.
Run fast is a big thing, though.
AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, both fall second round.
Right.
All these receivers, these elite receivers. How's your number one draft pick, first receiver selected, Henry Buggs looking?
Right.
Well, he ain't.
Right. Well, I mean, exactly. But that's the thing. That's the reason why the whole system's played out the way it is. I mean,
When I get that, I'm just arguing against. Why the fuck would you pay Christian Kirk $72 million on opening day?
that's all I'm saying, too. Is you paid him like a starter, primo, top tier, all pro.
When he's never done it. I'm not saying he's put up bad numbers.
Yeah.
Saying he's never been a number one.
And bottom line, I've never, ever said he's the number one. But that's what I'm trying to say. This team's overpaying. They're overreaching.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
they walked into free agency with money that, not that they could spend, they had to spend.
Right.
They had to.
But, and like the Patriots, all right? What did they do last year? They spent.
They finally had Brady's numbers off the books.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was their own making,
Right.
you know?
Absolutely it was.
And I mean, Brady wasn't making out like a bandit for many years. I know that.
Well,
Commensurate with what everybody else was getting paid. He's always been.
he has,
Step below.
but I mean, even the NFLPA back in the day sued Brady for his contract and made him take a bigger contract.
Right.
He wanted to take less to be able to have more money for the team to spend to put a better team on the field.
Right.
But it was at the same time as Aaron Rodgers' contract, and the NFLPA said, nope, we'll take you to court because you cannot sign for that few dollars. You have to be paid more. They made Brady take more when he didn't want to.
Oh, you guys are going to make me spin this shit now.
Because it would have distorted the quarterback market on the lower end instead of the upper end. And I'm sure no agents were involved in that process.
And now, back to my point of Matthew fucking Stafford saying, I'm going to take a damn price break.
When did he ever take a fucking price break?
That son of a... you
He's
know what?
never taken
I was
a
with
price
him
break.
until he said some shit like that. He's like, oh no, we're going to give him a deal so they can still surround me with good players. I'm like, oh yeah? Well, you remember whenever we were going through contract fucking hell, you fucking Sue, and
Well,
we
no,
had...
just you from your rookie year.
Yeah.
The most expensive quarterback contract ever
Right.
when you were drafted number one. That's you.
Right. And then Sue, the most for his defensive
Which was
position.
next.
Right? And, okay, then we signed Megatron, we signed...
Well, you had to. You got Stafford, Sue, and Megatron.
Right.
You've got to. That's your fucking team.
We signed, until we went over to Sue and go, we can't fucking do it. And then what happens?
Well, that's going to hurt your team, especially what everybody keeps bitching about Stafford. Well, he never had any talent. You can completely wipe that off the board once you go back and list his offensive players.
Bitch.
Yeah.
No, well, but he doesn't play defense. Ha ha! Now, he had some stud defensive fucking players. What
Uh-huh.
happened to him?
Yep. Can't keep him. You can't keep him.
Was Sue bad?
No,
And played pretty good?
apparently. He's
Yeah.
got fucking rings and shit.
Ha ha!
You know who's the real victim in all of this? Megatron.
Yeah. He said, he pulled a Barry. Fuck this shit.
Like, fuck
No.
you guys. You guys can't even fucking cut me. Assholes.
Not only does Detroit hamper me,
Right?
so does the fucking NFL. I'm getting beat up from both sides.
It's bullshit. Oh, I'm in the Hall of Fame, though.
Should be.
Just having to deal with that shit every fucking week. He deserves to be in the fucking hall. God damn it.
That motherfucker, those 10 touchdowns he fucking caught. Come on, man.
Like, Stafford doesn't do nothing. He just throws it up in the air.
But in Stafford's defense, what would you do?
Yeah, I do.
Same fucking thing. Yeah. It's like, that dude's gonna come down with
Yeah.
it. Come on.
Yeah, that guy's pretty good. You know he's really good whenever he's going through his rookie season, right? And Brett Favre stops what he's doing and takes a look at the field and he goes, "Oh my God. Oh my God, who is that guy?" That guy's good. Now that guy's good.
Pretty good.
If he stops, because Brett Favre's a little self-centered, okay?
Little.
If he stops what he's doing and he looks and he's like, "Oh my God, you're pretty good."
I do have I got a funny local Brett Favre story.
Most of our listeners are local. No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So,
God damn it, now.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You son of a
It's
bitch.
coming down, baby.
No names. No names.
Brett Favre. Allegedly. 3 weeks ago,
Allegedly.
Jake, my Eagles fan at work, she's like, "Hey, heard some rumors about Brett Favre." I'm like, "Yeah, he played at a charity golf tournament out here. Our pizza guy. Yeah, founder of Pizza Hut. Yeah,
Yeah, big one.
yeah,
Big Note Classic.
charity golf tournament every year out it. Yeah, yeah. Favre was here his second year. Well, I heard. Oh no, yeah, you heard right. Yeah, he tagged the wife of the dude that owned Bob's Grill, and ruined his marriage. What was his name? Well, I told him his name. No, I heard this other dude. Oh yeah, that chick was later that day. Yeah, no, he was on fire. He ruined 2 marriages that weekend. Golf? I don't know how he golfed, but I know he was making some holes in one, baby.
Look at that pass. Brett Favre.
See, the miraculous thing of this all is that he ruined the marriages.
Yeah.
You know, if I was told, "Hey, Brett Favre dick down your old lady,"
That's right.
sweet.
Yeah.
Look at that. Now I sleep with
Yeah.
that every night.
Every night.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. And here's what he would really be doing. He'd be like, "Gee, what the fuck are you doing?
That's mine.
Wait, no. What the fuck are you doing? Serious. I'm looking for the fucking ring. I know he dropped it in here.
Like that.
I knew he dropped it in there. I'm gonna get that fucking ring out. Let's sell that shit. It's worth some good money."
So that's our local Brett Favre story. Yeah. Okay. He's met people in Pittsburgh, Kansas.
Yeah. MEAT.
Yeah, you're young. First round draft. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Now, how many times are you
I
gonna
mean,
come
you're only
back to?
gonna yeah, you're gonna be there for 3 days. What do you care?
Yeah.
Well,
When's the
9
next-
months later.
See that.
That's a different story.
That would have been me too. Did he impregnate you? Are you pregnant?
If so,
Who's your daddy? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? That's what my birth certificate says. I don't know.
Brett Favre. All right, boys. So,
Quick break.
go for it.
Well, we don't have.
I want 'em all.
To it. Hey, real quick.
Yo.
What about some of these trades?
What about it?
What do you think about the Wilson trade?
Man, anytime you can get a fucking your guy, or the guy, you do it.
Well, I mean, clearly, last year AFC West was the division.
Mhm.
kind of still looks like the division to me.
Yeah.
But to me, it looks like the power shift has really taken effect.
I agree.
And ESPN doesn't tell me that.
No. They're
I don't-
telling you that
Well,
probably
the
that
Raiders were beating the Chiefs
Yeah,
without Devontae Adams.
correct.
Yeah.
The Broncos could play with him. They just didn't have a quarterback to win.
Now they do.
San Diego added defensive pieces.
Right. That they needed bad.
What's the Chiefs added?
Right.
Nothing. They still can't even figure out if they're going to re-sign Matthew.
No, they're
That should
not.
have been a no-brainer to me.
They picked up Reed to replace him, which Reed's younger from the Texans.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but
I don't think he's
I'm
Matthew,
sorry.
though.
Yeah, he's not the leader, though, man.
I don't think he is either.
Any team right now should be going and looking his direction.
Find $12 million.
Yeah, find it.
Find it.
Yeah,
It's there. You know it's there.
you never get leaders.
You got all your scamming lawyers in the back room. You know there's 12 million there.
Yeah, my bottom line is for free agency, you find a lot of players. You don't find a lot of leaders. All right, and there's
And I get you
more
find
than
a lot of
one.
players, but I think he's a better player than what people actually give him credit for. I think you do too.
Oh, I know he's awesome. He's a Pro
He's
Bowler.
an
I mean, he's all pro guy.
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
an all-pro. Just
Yeah.
every year,
Yeah.
put him on the field, he's going to be an all-pro.
Right.
He does too much shit.
Yeah, and for size that he shouldn't be doing that kind of shit, but he does it.
Every day.
Yep. And the way that he helps lead his teams, there's no fucking doubt. Players like him, Bobby Wagner, these are players unsigned right now that they can change your friggin' team.
Yes.
And they can just gel your fucking team right
Well,
up. You throw both of those guys on one
Now,
fucking
slow
team.
down. Wagner had a down year. He was only 4th in the league in tackles.
Yeah, poor him. And now we're just gonna fucking cut bait? Assholes. That team's gonna suck. Sorry. That team's gonna suck. If I was DK, I'd be like, no, trade me.
Well,
I don't want to sign. Get me out of here.
Well, and Seattle's a big question mark for quarterback.
Right.
Why not take a flyer on? You can either go with the Cat
Yep.
or Jimmy Garoppolo
Yeah. They could do it if they wanted to.
or Baker. These options are there.
I think they're probably
I
eyeing
think
somebody.
they're slow play on it.
I
I think they are too.
I think they got their eye on a fucking quarterback in the draft. What are they picking? 9?
And to me, that's just way too high for these kids. Not saying
Yeah.
that they're not going to be good or can't be good.
Yep.
It's like when you look at the talent on the field, these quarterbacks are not it.
Right.
The talent is way better served at other areas.
All I know is I look down the draft boards and I'm like, well, this could be something completely different. I mean, it's like, is Washington happy with their quarterback situation?
I think they are.
And that's the thing.
I mean, Carson Wentz was 27 touchdowns, 7 picks last year.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, but is that going to be their long-term answer? You know what I mean?
They don't have a long-term answer anywhere on that team.
Right.
And it starts at the front office. Because Daniel Snyder's not allowed in the building. He's not allowed a phone call, not allowed nothing.
Right.
It's his wife running everything. She's not running shit. Goes down to the president of football operations. God only knows what his email said because the NFL won't let us know. That thing's just, I don't know what's a bigger dumpster fire, Cleveland or Washington.
Right. I'm just trying to give you a little, look from it. I mean, teams like Panthers, the
I would expect
Falcons
Panthers
to
and
the,
Falcons both to take quarterbacks.
and Seattle. I mean, these guys all have.
Or they could trade and get a proven quarterback.
Right. Right. Also, Steelers. I mean, there's just so many fucking
But
teams.
the Steelers are what, 20?
Yeah. Yeah, they're down.
So
the-
they're going to be picking a late quarterback. They're not going to be able to jump up and get Willis.
Yeah, well, maybe. 20 in a second. I mean, if you're one of the other...
To jump into the top 10, that's not going to work. Everybody works on the Jimmy Johnson point scale.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I'm saying, I mean, if you combo up a package of picks, it's real easy to hit that point scale.
But it's going to take a package.
Well, that's the thing, too, is...
And Pittsburgh's not normally a team like that. They don't do that.
Well, I understand that, draft them where you're at, too. But I also know is, if there's a player, you go get them. If there's
nobody went and got Aaron Rodgers.
I was yelling for it.
I'm not saying you weren't yelling for it. I'm saying nobody in the NFL went and got Aaron Rodgers.
I was yelling for that one, and I was yelling for the Drew Brees.
Well, yeah, because you had to jump so far into the second round.
Right. But, just playing my devil's advocate, I can see teams definitely picking. Even not just Willis, Pickett.
Oh yeah, I think they'll
NFL
both
ready.
go top 10.
Right, he's NFL ready. Hal's more of a project, but
I think I've got him as my 5th quarterback off the board in the first round.
right.
I do believe there'll be 5 quarterbacks fly off the board in the first round.
Yeah.
Even though I'd take one.
I see Hal could be good. To me, he's probably the 3rd quarterback to go. So.
And he's projected from every mock to be number 5.
Yeah, well. From what I've seen.
I'll give you one little shout out on this, then we'll go to our next trades.
Right.
Who had Dak Prescott as the 1st round quarterback?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
That's bottom line. Everybody's like, who? I'm like, yeah, that was my quarterback.
That was the kid that knocked Alabama off.
Yep.
And made Mississippi State, of all teams, number 1 in the fucking country for a week.
Yep.
It was Dak Prescott. He slipped because of a DUI.
Yep.
Okay, what's your thoughts on the Deshaun situation?
He's a hell of a football player.
He's fucking amazing.
He can really... He's really good. What do you mean my thoughts on it? I mean...
Leonard Little was drunk with a DUI and killed not everybody in the family. 2 of them lived, the other 3 died.
Yeah.
And he still played in the fucking Super Bowl.
Right. I know.
I mean, and the way that they structured Deshaun's contract, if he has to sit out the whole year, they're only on the books for $1 million.
What do I think, though? Let's go past the situation itself.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Let's go past the situation itself. Because, I mean, we've all heard it. We all know what the fuck's going on. And, I mean, yeah, it's fucked up on all accounts.
Okay.
Okay?
I get that. I agree with that.
The people that want to
I
boycott...
think it's fishy? Of course.
You know what? Yeah. People that want to boycott, the fans that want to boycott, fine. Fucking do it. I don't care. Do it. All right? I just don't care. I don't care about that. All right? I'm there to watch a fucking football game. That's it. All right? It can either be angels or assholes on the field. I don't care. I just want to see competitive game. So for that reason and that reason alone, why not do it? You know, if you're Cleveland, you've seen Landry and you've seen Beckham. All right, both of those guys are talented, real fucking receivers. All right,
absolutely.
They haven't gotten to hit their apex for their career. Their time over there, both of them degressed. They didn't progress. They degressed from where they were at. All right. Now, I'm not blaming it on Baker Mayfield. Everybody says, "Oh, blame." You can't. All right.
No. I think it starts up top.
Here's where I go. I'm staring down the barrel of having Nick Chubb. All right.
That's my problem.
And who's the other guy behind him? Hunt. right? You're staring down the barrel of two of the best backs in football.
You're staring down the barrel of two 2,000-yard halfbacks.
Correct.
And you don't run the ball till the fourth fucking quarter when you're already behind by 20. That's the only reason I've always given Baker a pass. I'm like, dude's had 5 offensive coordinators in 4 years, and they all suck. That's why Stefanski got fired from Minnesota with Dalvin Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Because he refused to hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook.
Mm-hmm.
And what's he doing in Cleveland? Refusing to give Nick Chubb the fucking football in the first quarter.
Yeah,
Now,
that
let's
helps.
wait till the third quarter. Then we'll give Chubb the ball on some sweeps.
Yeah, because they're all tired from tackling. Tackling what?
Well, wait, we want to wear him down by making our quarterback with a torn labrum throw the ball 40 times.
Yeah, that's a perfect fucking reason.
When's Kirk Cousins is best? Hey, when you can run some play action, do a little rollout, and hit his wide open receivers because you're worried about Dalvin Cook gashing you for 250.
That helps.
Yeah, fuck that. Look, Kirk, first down, opening kickoff, throw it 90 yards.
Yeah. So then you'll get into those games to where he'll have 50 some plus attempts, and then you go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Why did you lose that game? Why did you lose that game?
We gave you
Okay, so we're both kind of on the same page.
right.
I'm absolute. There's,
Right.
what, 2 quarterbacks I'm not taking over Deshaun Watson?
Right. Right. Hey.
Baker Mayfield's not one of them, but you signed him to his 5th-year option,
Right.
which means he's guaranteed 19 mil.
Yep.
Period.
Pay the man.
Regardless of injury.
Yep.
That's why there hasn't been a Baker Mayfield trade. Wait. You mean I gotta pay him 19 mil regardless? And you want what? You might want to kick bricks.
Right. Absolutely.
That's why Baker's there. That's why Jimmy's still there. But did you like the trade for Cleveland?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And now you bring Coop in? And I don't get it. Landry's a free agent.
Yep.
Because he sucks?
No.
But you're going to give Christian Kirk $72 million? The fuck are you talking about?
This is my favorite part.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
We we don't have any money for Jarvis Landry.
Right.
Who's 100 catches a year, period.
Right.
But I got $72 million for my slot receiver that's 5'9".
Or Odell. Ain't got no money for him either.
We're worried he's coming off injury.
I'm
And
like,
he just had his best season in 5 years, opposite of Cooper Kupp,
yeah.
where he finally didn't have. Pretty sure Odell and his dad haven't figured out he's not Odell from back in the day anymore. He's a different Odell. I'm not saying he's not Odell.
Right.
He's just a different Odell. And when he's okay with being that different Odell, he's pretty good.
Right.
But, dude, the white boy's better than you. Calm down.
All I know is he came into there. All right.
He made a difference.
He did. He made that team really great. And it really helped open up the team.
It did. But Kupp was still making plays, scoring touchdowns, putting all those numbers up before he got there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no doubt about that. No doubt about
I'm not
that.
saying, and I'm not trying to take away from what Odell did,
Mm-hmm.
saying it wasn't all him this time. And he might need to realize that he's not the layout one-handed catch guy that just catches everything and does everything anymore. He's getting up there in years now. It seems weird, but
I don't want to talk about that.
yeah, neither do I. I get that.
Moving on.
Okay. Now this is the one that I actually love to tear apart. What do you think about Tyreek Hill and the Miami Dolphins trade?
I wouldn't touch that.
5
man.
draft picks
I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't.
for a 5th round draft pick.
Nah, I ain't touching that. I ain't
Who
doing
won?
it.
Because ESPN tells me Miami won.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they didn't win.
No, ESPN.
I don't
says
care what
that
ESPN
Miami
says.
Gets an A+ for the grade, and Kansas City gets a D.
Yeah, here's what I got from it, all right? Tyreek is not the squeakiest, cleanest individual in the world.
But he's fast.
He is fast. All right. But I also know he's not the cleanest guy in the world.
Well, the Chiefs would have been a next game for, we won't even call it out, if Tyreek wouldn't have dropped the fucking football.
Correct.
I mean, Mahomes got it there.
Yeah.
Somebody dropped it.
Yep. I'm good with trust me, I think Kansas City made a good move.
You got 5 years out of a 5th round draft pick.
Yep. It's
with
not your
5
future.
consecutive Pro Bowls.
Right. It's not your future that you mortgaged.
And then you got 5 draft picks out of him, and you did not have to pay him $100 million.
Correct. It's a double win.
So then he goes to Miami, where they now have 2 left-handed quarterbacks. 'Cause
Correct.
They signed Bridgewater as the backup to Tua.
Correct.
Both lefties. Either one of them can ever get confused with having a monster NFL arm. No, they're both marginal NFL arms.
Bridgewater can throw it deeper, but
Neither
I
of
would
them
not
throw it like Mahomes
right
or
Then,
Rodgers or Stafford.
No, it's not elite arm talent.
That's what I'm getting at.
No.
Or even Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has a much bigger arm than Tua and Bridge. So now ESPN's all googly-eyed over the Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill combo. Oh, the speed they put on the field. That's cool, except they don't have a fucking quarterback that can actually throw the ball to them down the field. Now, who won this trade
All right.
at $120 million bucks?
Well, I already know who did. All right. Now, the whole Waddle Tyreek Hill bullshit.
They're both really fast.
Oh yeah, that's great. And then you just play him like how the Bucks played Tyreek whenever
Tampa
he
too.
came over there.
You play at Tampa too. 2 deep safeties,
Two
2
deep.
corners up, and your linebackers covering the middle.
Yep. Bye.
What, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle going to be going over the middle anytime soon?
I'd like to see it. I really would.
They're both 5. Well, one of them's 5'9", the other's 5'6".
I just want to see it.
They're not going there.
And I'd like to see Bobby Wagner out there.
And
Pop
ESPN
the shit out.
literally puts out to everybody that, oh, Miami won this trade.
Yeah, no.
You paid him $120 million. His agent lives in Florida with your president.
Here's the real trade that got won. Okay?
But you got
This is the best trade ever, I think. Brock Osweiler to Cleveland with a 2nd round pick. All right? That was the Texans.
Yep.
All right?
Yep, that was to save cap.
Yep. Save cap. That was the greatest trade ever.
They pawned hit him off
Yep.
and gave him 2nd round pick because, well, and the Broncos fans don't ever remember that part, that you didn't sign Brock Osweiler because Houston gave him $2 million. That was
Right,
it.
right.
You were fighting for him. You wanted him to be the heir apparent.
Right.
If it wasn't for $2 million, you'd still be sitting there with Brock Osweiler as your starting quarterback.
Now, what does the Texans not have?
Brock Osweiler.
Right.
Now name
because
that
they
second
traded
round
him.
draft pick.
But Nick Chubb. That's what I'm kind of like. They're always looking for a halfback. All right, they're always on the prowl. All right, and I'm like, you could have had one. You could have had one. You just have to keep that contract. Sometimes it's not a bad thing swallowing contract.
No,
All right.
no, not at all.
I mean, especially when it comes to draft picks.
Well,
So-
at this year, with everybody's salary cap situation,
Yep.
because everybody's like, oh, the cap went up.
Yep.
Well, yeah, after it went down $20 million last year, you dumbass.
Right.
So yeah, it went up. You were able to put fans in the seats.
Kinda
so
helps.
of course it went up, but it didn't go up to where it should have been from 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. That's the problem you're running into.
Right. But it will. It'll go up.
And so now nobody wants to eat a Jimmy G contract. Nobody wants to eat a Baker contract. Who do you think's starting at the beginning of the year for San Francisco?
It's supposed to be Lance.
I think it'll be Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Now, who do you think's starting week 5?
Jimmy G.
Jimmy Garoppolo. He wins. You just went to the NFC Championship game with him. He wins.
Yes, he does. Yep.
72% of his games.
It's ridiculous, but it's still true. He wins.
What do you mean? I thought the 49ers were going to break out the option.
No.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. No.
Gonna take Debo and drop him back there.
They will till Jimmy G's cleared and healthy to play. Then, yeah, they're just going to play 49er football. That's what it's going to be.
I already know what you do. All right. My bottom line is right now it's a real shitty time to try to trade anybody. All right.
It
you
is.
keep them.
You're stuck.
Wait.
You're stuck in the middle where we're right in between free
Right.
agency still going and the draft coming up.
Right. You wait for training camp. Somebody always goes down. I mean, hell,
Every year.
at one point in time, we had like 10 quarterbacks go down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why not keep one back? Because you never know, it could be your guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Keep it back, and then
Matt Ryan, 59 years old, like he's not going to go down in training camp.
actually, I don't see it.
Me neither. I think he'll be fine.
Here's my thing. I think he actually upped his game.
I think he did too. He went to a good team.
Yeah,
Nelson's healthy, going to be back again.
exactly.
Your offensive line's much better.
Oh,
You don't have to worry about Darius Leonard starting the season on the pup.
right.
Your defense is better.
Yep. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're fine. Get you know what? Look in the second fucking round.
Yep.
Find any dime store receiver. Your receiving core is upgraded.
yep. Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, I think he just fell right into the fucking perfect spot. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, talk about home.
I like the coaching staff.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, the coaching staff's perfect for him. The offensive
Wait,
line's perfect for
maybe
him.
they should look for a running back.
No, they're good.
Okay. Okay. So find a dime store wide receiver in the second round. There's 300 of them.
Right.
Pick any one of them.
I go
fine.
Watson.
You're fine. Just any one of them, you're fine. Because that's all you need is just one.
Right.
You can fake your way through the rest because you have Taylor behind you.
Oh, yeah.
You're fine.
I like Watson. Small school, but
I like a
Good
lot
play.
of them. Just like I,
yeah. Yeah, there is
receiver
quite a few.
guy.
Yeah.
I like so many of them.
Yep.
If you could possibly get Traylon Burks, he's my sleeper. He's my guy from this class.
Right.
I have Traylon Burks my number one receiver. But you can't take that kid top 10
Right.
because that's just not what draft's for.
Apparently not.
Yeah, but got him as my first receiver off the board. He's the dude I want. I don't care if it's 2 or 10. That's my guy.
Right. And I like Williams.
I don't mind Williams.
And that's the thing. People go, oh, he's Ohio State reject.
Calm down.
I mean,
This was blowing my mind. Because we go pre Sweatpant Olympics.
right.
Olave's number one receiver on the board.
Right.
Sweatpant Olympics, Olave's number 5.
Right.
Wait, what did you see at the Sweatpant Olympics that you didn't see on the fucking game tape, you idiot?
That's what I'm kind of wondering too.
Did you watch the game tape? You might want to try it.
It helps.
Well, you didn't like his bench?
That's it.
Well, he's not laying in middle of the field jumping off 20 push-ups.
That's the reason why I really didn't like Walker from the. I have him. I think, yeah, he's underneath 30 in mine. But he could be the next big thing too. I mean, that's the thing. You never know. You never can guarantee.
See, I've got Burks 1, I've got London 2. And London dropped
Yeah, London's really good.
because of the ankle injury.
Right.
But if you look at the quarterbacks he played with, he's kind of like Allen Robinson, who, once again, second round wide receiver. Played with nothing but shit-ass quarterbacks his whole fucking career.
All right. So, sorry, I have to cut you off
No,
on here.
you're good.
Trayvon Walker, I just pulled up some stats. 2019, 5 sacks.
Yep.
2020, 1 sack. 2021, 5 sacks.
Yep. Everybody's got him top 10.
And I got him like he's way down on my list. He's
Do you
like,
even have him third round?
I think end of the second would be all right. Personally, I have like.
Okay,
he's
so
classified
we're
as an
looking at
edge.
3 years at SEC, and he's done nothing.
Right.
But his size and his sweatpant Olympic tape.
Oh, he's fucking
makes him
phenomenal.
top 10.
Yeah, yeah. He's as far as what it looks, even on tape. Whenever you watch him play, he plays at such a high,
Explosive.
quick speed, and he's shifting around.
And
but that's the thing.
Does he do anything with
That's
it?
the problem. He flies around the fucking ball the whole time, and I'm like, I'm about ready to call this kid Boeing.
Never
all right?
touches, he flies around it
Yeah.
and never touches the fucking ball.
I'm like, what the fuck? Do something. Do something. Now, don't get me wrong. He's rushed the passer. He's gotten, around the passer, in his vicinity. But everybody's got him ranked really high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a top 10 pick.
Yeah, he's fucking. And he's huge. He's a big guy. But
Yeah, he's 6'4", 260,
yeah.
4'5"-ish, 40.
That's my problem.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I don't have him high. Sorry, guys.
Now, DeMarcus Lawrence was 6'4", 260, 4'5", 40, 20 fucking sacks.
Right. And like PFF has Jermaine Johnson. He's like down at 26.
Florida State kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I actually think if he doesn't go top 10, I think Johnson's going to end up going top 15, bottom line.
Right. Well, most people have him going around 20.
I think they're wrong.
This is
There's a lot of insiders that love that kid.
Yeah, and that's the thing too is he's steadily improved. 4 to 14 sacks. His hurries are, it was shortened season.
Well,
for 2020.
They've actually been looking beyond the numbers for him for some reason.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, but that kid is always in the backfield.
Right.
He's
Right.
never at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
He's always at the backfield.
Yeah. Like I said, this was whenever we first started doing the draft stuff. I was like,
Yeah.
he's got the best spin move in class. All right, hands down.
And a lot of guys, a lot of scouts are actually paying attention to that. I think Johnson will actually go top 10.
That's what
If he doesn't, he'll at least go top 15.
Because I got him. That's my sleeper guy. If I were to really draft, all right, and own a team, I would be like,
We'll take him at number 2 and be okay with it.
I could be all right with that.
Yeah.
But everybody else, you're crazy.
Nah. That's what I kept trying to tell Jake at work.
Right.
Now find that first round draft pick at defensive end or outside linebacker
Right.
that produces shit in college
Right.
and has a shit first year that 4 years later works out to be J.J. Watt. Well, he's like, J.J. Watt only had 5.5 sacks the first year. I'm like, yep, you're correct. He also had 10 batted passes at the
Right.
fucking line of scrimmage. He forced 7 fucking fumbles, recovered 3 of them for 2 touchdowns.
Right.
There was an inkling he would be okay. Find anybody other than J.J. Watt that only had 5 sacks his first year and turned it into anything. You can't.
Right.
That's not the way the NFL works now.
Keep on.
Every mock that I've still looking at, like all 150 of them, still have Kayvon going top 10.
Yep. It's
Ranging from 2 to about 9 or 10.
Yeah. And for me, he's probably the safest pick out of them all.
And I'm still scared.
Yeah.
Because of that position from that fucking university.
Correct. But to
It's the Michigan syndrome to me.
exactly. To me, he seems like the safest pick. Just because top line high school player, all right? He comes in immediately. His rookie year, 2019, gets 10 sacks, 19 hurries, batted ball, multiple hits on the quarterback.
Well,
2020.
the hurries are nice.
Right, exactly, and that's what I'm trying to emphasize more.
You're
too.
there. You're in the backfield.
7 games in 2020, 27 hurries, 3 batted balls. All right, only 3 sacks.
Well, but look at everything else.
Right, but,
That's why I don't like Hutchinson at all.
right. I understand.
Where's your hurries at? Well, I didn't have any hurries, but I got all the sacks.
Well,
That's because he had the dude on the other side.
that got hurried and came to you.
Yeah.
Just saying. And 2021, 11 sacks. 9 sacks, 28 hurries. 11 hits on the quarterback. He was
Yeah, but 28 hurries.
exactly. And this is the guy that
You're up the
everybody's
quarterback's ass.
right. And this is the guy that everybody's down. He's sliding down the board. And he's staying 6'5", so he's got the height to bat.
He's what, 6'5", about 250-ish,
260.
260?
Yep.
That's a big fucking dude.
21 years old.
That's a big dude that's only gonna get bigger.
Now you remember he was doing that shit
At
Really?
18.
18 fucking years old, and he was dominating. Come on, and everybody's like, well,
And they
he doesn't want to play. It's like, if
No.
he doesn't want to play, then why the fuck does he have that many hurries?
and we talked about this.
Yeah,
And Oregon stole him from USC, right?
right. I do
Okay.
believe that's who it was.
Okay. To me, he's Khalil Mack.
And yeah, I can
Because
see
that's
that
his
comparison.
negative. Oh, well, he takes plays off. He dogs it.
Right.
Well, wait. Khalil Mack only plays 71% of the fucking snaps. You know why? He's a quarter horse. He's a thoroughbred quarter horse. He can't go the whole mile. Give him that fucking quarter mile.
Right. Right.
So don't put him on the field every fucking play, you idiot.
Exactly.
Rotate him.
Right. Right.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was my
To
concern.
me, that's more of a coaching problem than
Yeah.
it is a player problem.
Yeah, and that's where we came up with that whole thing, because I was like, there's so many red flags on certain guys, and
Right.
for them to say that, I was like, all right, let me check out the tape. And then whenever I seen them dogging it on it, it was long sets.
And
it's-
later,
It's like, he's
Yeah.
probably just fucking tired.
he's tired.
But being
Is
the
he
leader,
still on the fucking field?
right?
Oh, go figure.
But being the leader on the fucking team,
You can't come off the field.
yep,
So it looks like your production's slipping. You're not giving your all.
exactly.
When you gave your all in the first fucking half,
Yeah.
because they wouldn't take you off for 4 fucking plays.
Right, right.
And it's shitty coaching.
Hey,
See Baker Mayfield. Shitty coaching.
I love it. I love it though. This time of year to where I get to look at some of the, the questionable moves that I hear out there, and I go, oh, that's just bullshit.
Khalil Mack go top 10?
Hey.
Was it a busted draft pick?
Let's say not.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still pretty good. Still
Well-
pretty good.
There you go.
So, if Terry gets to see him at what, 5 and 7, I'd definitely consider taking that if I were them.
I think they will.
I know I would. You know how much you have to pay a defensive lineman to come over and play for you?
About 90
You know.
mil.
You remember Jason Pierre-Paul's contracts and Strahan's and that.
About 90 mil to do nothing.
So I'm just saying that that's a money saver as far as the position value goes.
Absolutely.
It's a money saver, and it will help you later on down the road.
Hey, Vince, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I haven't heard him all fucking night. Where did he go? What the fuck are you doing? Do you read this stuff?
That's all I got.
There you go.
You got
Not the best color man in the business for anything, folks.
No, I like coloring.
yeah, coloring's good.
Yeah, I like coloring. Just fucking get the crowns out. And I stay in between the lines.
So have you even paid attention to the draft any or
He's all over it.
no?
Nah.
No.
He's all over it.
I mean-
He's got it.
I hit the button, it goes.
Oh. So, do you know any good players that are going to be?
Coming out of college? Absolutely not.
How about the Pittsburgh State kid?
Our corner.
Yeah, cornerback Dallas.
Kid's good. Kid's good. If I'm being honest and being a legit scout,
Absolutely.
I would take him third-ish. Just give him a shot because the kid's actually good. He's a transfer. He's a big kid. He's long. He's fast.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a really good wingspan. I'm always more hesitant on the shorter corners. Not opposed to them, just more hesitant. I prefer the bigger corners because our receivers are fucking monsters. I don't like 5'9" DJ Reed from Kansas State, who I love. Don't like that matchup with DK Metcalf.
Right.
I know how good DJ Reed is. I've watched him for a long time in college. Yeah, still think that's a bad matchup when he's lined up against DK Metcalf.
Fair enough.
Or even Amari Cooper. That's still going to be a bad matchup.
Yeah.
Amari's not a whole lot bigger, but Amari's just so fucking good that a bigger body to just kind of fall in his way and slow him down just a second, I like.
Yeah. Terry. Perfect scenario. Who would you like to see go? You got the 5 and 7, right?
Whatever top offensive lineman we can get.
So you say, fuck it, just give me an offensive lineman.
All the mocks that I look at have New York taking pass rusher first, and then an offensive lineman second.
So you say offensive lineman first?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you any players. I don't watch college.
All right.
I'm going to try to get into that a little bit next year.
So you have no preference?
Like, what?
Like, you don't have a preferred guy that you want in this draft?
No, I don't keep up with the players.
Jeez.
Not in the college ranks, anyway.
If since we're gonna start doing the draft stuff, right? I think we're gonna be like the the McShay Kuiper type of
Josh. Hey, I got you right here. Josh. Okay, so sweatpant Olympics. We actually argued a little bit back and forth on this, on the fucking sweatpant Olympics.
Right.
Sorry to toss that F-bomb out there. I'm really not, but politically correct thing to say. Hey, our man that we loved way more than Hutchins.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, our man goes down to the sweatpant Olympics. Gonna clearly be a top 10 fucking pick. Didn't have all the monster sack numbers, but what did he have? Quarterback pressures.
Yep.
Yeah. Living in the fucking backfield.
Right.
Tackles for loss. Because he can also play the run.
Right.
Hey, so he's running his fucking drills at the sweatpant Olympics.
Yeah.
And ruptures his Achilles. And
Yeah.
drops to the ground.
Oh.
Gone.
Yeah. Where the
Just
fuck's
gone
everybody at?
Every fucking coach, every fucking scout, anybody on the field that had anything to do with anything, the one person I saw do one thing, walked over, picked up the football, and walked it back to the line of scrimmage to get set for the next drill. Everybody else stared there and fucking stared at him. Did nothing. So I just lost $20 million fucking dollars. And you dudes can't even clap. You can't do shit. Can't pick me up. You can't signal for a trainer. You can't do squat.
Yep. Absolutely.
And I heard one person speak out against the way that, what's his name?
Jabu.
Ojabo. Yep. Larry Ojabo. Michigan outside linebacker, defensive end, slash. We weren't sure because we needed to go through the fucking sweatpants Olympics first.
David Jabu.
Yeah. We're going to go with Larry. Makes it easier to swallow because nobody cares about Larry.
Nobody cares about Larry.
David, we might stop and pay attention to.
Yeah.
Larry,
Yeah.
nobody gives a shit about.
Yeah, David, kind of biblical.
Yeah, it sounds
You don't want to
white.
fuck with that.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with it. So everybody lets this kid lay on the fucking field. Not a, hey, trainer. No, just, hey, can you get the ball? Yep, got it, coach. Kids lay on the field. Nobody does shit. The only person there that spoke up was NFL Network's Bucky Brooks.
Said, hey, where the fuck you guys going?
No, he was like, this is fucking disgusting. I'm sick of this shit. Nobody did a damn thing to help this kid who wasn't here for him.
Right.
He's here for you.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, but Bucky, you forgot one thing. Just one thing in your tirade, which I agree with and love. That kid just lost $20 million.
Right.
It's laying there right on the fucking field.
You understand how that could hurt?
Bucky doesn't. 20 million?
Right.
No. On a field? No. Bucky has no clue.
He still makes money announcing though.
He makes money, but he didn't make 20 million. And he never made 20 million playing football.
Well, fuck no.
He was a second-round draft pick in the Aints when they were 0-16. So, no, he has no clue about that shit.
Don't say that.
So, the fuck are we doing these sweatpants Olympics for? To make us... Oh, well, Hutchinson ran this 40. Yeah, he's not running 40 yards on the football field, you asshole. He's a defensive end. He's running 5 to 10 yards.
Well, lots of them skip the bench.
So why don't we...
Because of that.
well, you know why they
Yeah,
skip
they
the
get
bench?
yeah.
Because they're weak as fuck.
No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Because how they fucking scheduled everything, they made the fucking bench one of the very first ones. Well, how the fuck are you going to be able to do all the rest of the other shit after you done wore yourself completely the fuck out on the bench? You're not going to post good numbers after that. It's natural.
I got one for you. Orlando Brown Jr., Oklahoma tackle.
Yeah.
Who the Chiefs signed to a massive free agent contract.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did he work out? He weak? He only did 17 bench reps.
I know it.
He got beat by Kansas State's Hubert halfback that was 5'7".
Well, I'm just saying, is what it is.
So that's my kind of rant and rail is, why do we still have everybody that we know is going to get drafted going to the sweatpants Olympics? There is plenty of fucking game tape on these kids.
Yeah. There's plenty of game tape on most everybody, but
So why not ditch this shit, quit making the 1AA and the D2 and D3 kids pay money out of their own pocket to go do their own personal combine.
and invite them to the regular
Invite them to the regular combine and let the first 6th round draft picks fucking be. You've got game tape. You know who they played. You've watched it before.
Yeah.
What are we doing this shit for?
Dude, I agree. All right, I agree on that part.
You're costing kids so much money.
But I'm just saying, they do it for their own reasons, which is, I gotta show up. I have to see with my own eyes and see what the full, speed or whatever this person has. And I get it whenever you're investing millions and millions and millions of dollars on somebody.
Like, I understand that, but if you're drafting an SEC cornerback,
Yeah.
you know what talent, what speed that dude is going up against every Saturday.
I agree. You should know.
It's not. If you don't know, that's more of a tell on you and your organization.
I agree. But here you go. I do agree with the problem that they have with the entrance into the NFL draft combine. All right. I believe that there should be a hell of a lot more players involved in it from lower schools,
Okay.
to where you can get your third round up through the seventh round, but guys
Yeah.
further on down the line from that.
You don't need to see the tape on the first and second round draft picks.
Typically not.
You don't need their their measurement. Fine.
Fine,
They've got a
yeah.
pro day at their campus where they can still go to class and not fuck with them,
Measure my hands.
because that matters. Because Drew Brees' hands are really big.
Right.
Did that matter? Well, it does at the combine.
Yeah. At
Did
the
it
combine.
matter in the fucking NFL?
It shouldn't.
Not a whole lot. He was still pretty good with small hands.
I seen a lot of fucking football players with really large hands that
Suckballs.
apparently they can't hold on to the fucking ball because they fumble all the time.
Well, Drew
So-
Brees, not only Drew Brees, Joe Burrow. That's one of his best memes from him. It's like, I don't know about my hands.
Right. Better check it out.
They're small. We better check those out.
Yeah.
Don't know if I can do it.
Yep.
He looks okay.
It's not always about the hand. It's about hand strength. Maybe they'll go into that. You got to do the hand
They're
strength
not
test.
doing, but that's a 5-minute major. You just gave them more ammunition to
Yeah.
prolong the sweatpant Olympics, because
See?
now we have to measure their hand strength.
Yep. Hand strength test.
They would have never thought of that. You know how I know? Because they're fucking idiots.
You know what they should have done? Jameis told me that they should have done an eye exam first.
That was going to be my next one. Hey,
All those medicals.
every
All of 'em.
medical that every player has to go through to make sure they're sound and safe. Nobody thought to check and see if he can see the E at the top of the board.
Let's. Oh,
That dude's blind.
here you go. You got walrus vision. Try these out.
That dude's blind.
That's
we figured
fun.
it out after his 5th-year option.
I don't feel any
Fuck.
different.
Well, see it. Looking good's not the most important thing. Seeing's the best option. Well, ain't that important?
Ain't that important?
Yeah. So thank God the NFL Sweatpant Olympics gets the medicals done right every time. Oh
Fuck
shit!
yes.
This dude's gonna have a heart attack and die. Wish we'd have caught that at the combine. Well, you didn't. You caught it in spring training, asshole.
Goddamn snake eyes. Oh shit. Sorry guys.
I'm just so sick of the combine being what it is. There's a better way for it to be, is all I'm saying.
Man. I
Could be wrong.
just don't know anymore.
Hey, we fixed overtime for the playoffs only.
Well, I'm working on things though.
No, we changed it for the playoffs only, forever.
Yeah. Forever.
Mike Tomlin voted against it, and he lost.
Yeah.
He's the one that lost to the playoff rules. Nope. I like it the way it is.
Well, hell
You
yeah.
want to win the game? Keep him from scoring. That's on you.
Yeah.
Defensive-minded coach, man. You gotta love him. Love him.
I disagree. I love him. I think he's the best coach in football. How the fuck do you win 9 games with whatever the fuck Ben Roethlisberger is trotting out on the field?
I have no clue.
Me neither. You're an amazing coach.
Yeah.
You're the man. Yeah, Sean Payton can stay retired. I want you. That's fine.
I've been saying that shit for a long time too.
I had Payton and Tomlinson.
I'm
And
like-
I always had Tomlinson number 1.
and how he's kept his rosters together.
How he's kept his brain together.
Yeah. Oh god.
That's the bigger mystery to me.
Hey. Whatevs, boys.
Okay, so ESPN, through all this shit, is also telling me the Patriots don't have a playoff spot. They're not good enough.
Yeah, I think again.
True story. They just reiterated that fact today for 6 hours in a row.
Yeah.
Nope. Everybody in the AFC is better than the Patriots when it comes to playoffs. I'm like, didn't Mac Jones, without a receiver on his fucking roster, just do this shit?
Yeah.
But
Um,
hey, I'm playing devil's advocate here because
Okay.
somebody's got going against you,
okay. What do you got?
which I'm not really against you.
No,
But-
anybody with common sense wouldn't be against
But here you go. Lost Jackson, a cornerback.
Yep.
Huge.
Now,
J.C.
what-
Jackson, man.
Absolutely. What round was he drafted in?
Yep, he's later.
Okay.
All right.
Argument's going to a great start.
Slow your roll.
No.
He's got
I
ammunition.
can keep going.
Got
No,
fire.
keep going. Keep going.
Got some fire.
That's right. Now,
Well, what
One-
they're telling me is Mac Jones is not the man.
right.
He cannot lead this offense.
Right.
That is what ESPN is telling me today.
Right. And he's a top 15 ranked rookie all time
Can't be.
for passer rating.
He can't be.
But he's
He-
not the man.
He was also
He can't be.
yeah, he's also a Pro Bowler. So
Well, Pro Bowl now
for his rookie year. No,
in-
alternative.
in ESPN's defense,
Yep.
Pro Bowl really means not shit anymore. Everybody knows that.
Yeah. But it does symbolize
Well-
one thing. That you're good at your position.
No, it doesn't. The Pro Bowl symbolizes I've got a big fan base.
Huh.
Well, enough people believe that you're good at that position.
No, that actually has nothing to do with it. It's just I've got a bigger fan base than you do. You don't actually have to be good.
Check my gram out.
Now, last I checked, the Steelers have a very large fan base. All right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty big.
So we've seen, Ben Roethlisberger in there, right?
All the fucking time.
Yeah. But
Not saying he
but-
should have been, but there he is.
he wasn't there this year. See what I'm saying?
Injured.
Yeah. But
Removed from the list.
okay. Well, then you got to look at their next in line, Juju Smith Schuster.
Yeah.
So
Once
therefore
again, injured
he made
and removed
he made it
from
to
the
the
list.
well.
Injured.
So that nobody voted.
And now wait, on a cute note,
Right.
well, that's who
Right.
Kansas City side was. The dude that's never been able to be in number one, being number one.
Yeah.
The Andy Reid downfall. The only time he made it to the Super Bowl was with the number one star wide receiver, T.O.
Yeah.
Every other time he didn't have that dude, championship game, and he's cool with it.
Right.
Which is actually a good coaching job. Because if you don't have a fucking receiver, that's still pretty impressive when you don't run the fucking football with
Right.
10 running backs.
Now, Juju was injured for last year. But you know what I'm thinking? Ben's been going down for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's been going down for a long time.
The second you step up and say, well, I don't know, not my job.
Right. Patrick Mahomes he's really good. He's really gifted. All right. I think he's going to be able
Overrated.
he's going to be able to get a little bit more out of Juju Smith Schuster.
Well, and especially when you pair him with Kelsey.
Yep.
Exactly.
And everybody can fuck off. Kansas City fucked up with Mecole Hardman at third round. We've got enough information to know that now. When Byron Pringle, the undrafted dude from Kansas State, took over your return job and took over your slot receiver.
Yep.
You know what that is? That's called
Work
North.
ethic.
No, that's North and South running. You cannot win fucking football games going to East to West all the fucking. It makes for some fancy highlight
Go
plays.
that way, sit down, catch the fucking ball, and
That's
do
it.
what you can.
That's it.
That's it.
Motherfuckers gotta learn. I've
Pringle
never.
was an undrafted free agent from Kansas State.
Yep.
Like, I'll give this kid a shot.
Well, that fucking.
Fuck. We drafted you in the 3rd round to return shit, and you suck. We'll give him a shot. He looks better. Hey, shit, he is better. Well, fuck, we'll give you a shot at receiver. But fuck, he's still better at that. Huh. Undrafted. No shit. Yeah.
There's one player that's ever went east and fucking west and was able to fucking do great. Barry Sanders. He's the only fucking player I've ever
Barry's a
seen that can do
number
that.
one.
I mean,
Deion Sanders was pretty good at it.
but I'm talking offensively.
Yeah, me too.
Well, he return wise.
Yeah.
Special teams. But
No, Barry was all. No, Barry didn't go east and west. He went back 20 fucking yards.
Right.
Turned around to get a glimpse of what his offensive line fucked up
right.
to see how he could attack it.
Yeah. And then reel off a fucking even a 3-yard gain and everybody's like,
But that dude,
wait, huh?
What? That dude, really?
Yeah.
That dude, 3
Yeah.
yards to carry?
Right.
Well, yeah, until he hits that 85.
Exactly. And that was just he did have a couple of good blockers, but I feel kind of
We don't
shitty
like
for him.
talked about the wide receivers like that.
My problem with his blockers was one got paralyzed, the other one got hit by a truck.
It's true.
What-
Hey, Herman Moore was a really good blocking wide receiver.
Yeah, he was good for
Really
what he
good.
was. He's good for what he was. Really good fucking catch.
Yep.
Tall.
Does 100 yards, 100 catches a year, dude.
Yep. Very good.
Before
fucking
D Hop and
Yep.
Adams. Yeah. he
It was
a
like
man.
he. I remember that specifically. He broke the record for the amount of receptions.
Yep.
And then the next year, Chris Carter broke it.
Yep.
Damn it, son of a bitch!
Yeah.
Can't even let us get one, huh, guys?
You got one.
At least we don't. I don't
For
have to
a
look at
second.
the record books and see a fucking Brett Favre lay down.
I bet the Giants fans don't care. It's our
No, they
record.
don't. I gotta let him lay down 3-4 more times.
Okay, so we hit Adams.
Yep.
We hit Russ.
Yep. We hit a lot of the draft.
Yep. Do you got Kansas City coming out on top?
Super Bowl?
No. Division.
Oh,
Ooh.
dude, that fucking division. Is,
I got them last.
I don't.
Okay.
I know.
Who do you got winning the division of AFC West?
Oh God.
Early. No draft and no finishing free agency. This is
as of-
early. This is an early pick. I get that.
Yeah.
Willing to stipulate that.
Son of a bitch, I don't want to do that.
I can see.
Yeah, you do. I already know who you want to pick.
Vegas.
No, he doesn't.
No.
I'm thinking
No, not on this.
Diego.
No, he wants San Diego.
A lot of people
The
would go that
defensive
route.
moves that they've made with the offensive weapons they've kept.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see that. I see that. And I honestly, I assumed that would be your pick. You guys aren't seeing what they're doing low key in the background.
Right. And it's really good shit. It's really good shit. Don't get
It
me wrong.
is. It is.
That's the thing too, guys.
You don't want to pick against Dangerous, do you?
I don't want to fucking pick against Dangerous. I still don't. I don't want to pick against. I don't want to pick against the fucking Raiders.
Well, now you got Dangerous.
I-
Cortland Sutton,
Oh yeah, no.
Noah Fan, bringing all these cats in. Wait, can we get Melvin Gordon back?
Oh, Faint's gone.
Jesus.
Faint's gone. He went to Seattle, I think, during that trade.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that right?
And does that matter to Russell Wilson?
No,
No.
he's never had one.
No. So what does he care about that one? He
Right?
doesn't.
Yeah, it's really fucking hard.
Okay, so ESPN is telling me Patriots will not make the playoffs. There's no room for them. Everybody is better than them. I'm
Yeah.
telling ESPN they're full of shit.
Yeah, I still see.
I have the Patriots winning the AFC East
Right.
over Josh Allen.
Ooh.
Right.
I have the Dolphins finishing last.
Yeah.
I've got the Patriots, Bills, Jacksonville, Dolphins.
Man, having the Dolphins under the...
Last, even though they were just there 2 years in a row.
Uh-huh.
Nope, you're done. You're done. You just took everything that was built and threw it in the fucking trash. No, I think Trevor Lawrence and Jacksonville are going to smoke them and take that step. And I just don't think anybody's going to. I trust Mac Jones and Belichick taking that next step. Josh Allen's already taken his step.
Right.
Where's he got to go? He's already an MVP. What's Mac Jones got to do? Win the fucking division.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's his next step.
Well, I can understand that too.
ESPN's telling me that there's not a playoff spot for New England.
I don't even know who the fuck New England is.
Might
What?
get that.
Okay, so
The kid wasn't that good. I get that.
okay,
He wasn't a Zach Wilson or a Daniel Jones. I get that.
so the AFC East, you got Buffalo, Dolphins, Jets. Are they gonna? They ain't doing shit.
Nah.
They're
They
fucking
might
Jets.
win
Nah.
2 fucking games if somebody sucks them off the right way.
Dolphins.
I don't think they'll win 6 games.
So the real battle is between Buffalo,
and New England.
New England.
Yeah.
All right. New England. How many times we counted them for dead?
Oh, let's go back to Matt Castle.
Right?
Let's do that.
They still fucking get in. So picking against them's pretty fucking tough. All right.
Yeah.
And trying to tell me that they're going to lose multiple games, not
And
be
now,
above 500 or 500.
Let's look at when Matt Castle didn't make the playoffs.
Right.
It was by half a game because he went 11-5, and Pennington went 11-5 and won the division and made the playoffs.
Right.
By half a game. Okay. Was Mac Jones? Because ESPN is telling me Mac Jones is not the quarterback. Is that what the numbers say?
Well,
That kid was, you know what? Maybe they're right. That kid was not as good as I thought he was.
No, dude's pretty alright.
seems pretty good.
Let's look at the numbers.
Yeah. And if you look at the numbers, he's, you know,
He's pretty alright.
top 15 all time.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, so far. That's what they're telling me.
What? Did that dude complete 70% of his passes?
Well, that pretty close.
Yeah. No, severely
Oh.
close.
But wait,
Let's talk about his receivers.
he was overloaded on
Yeah,
receivers.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, let's talk about his receivers.
He's just way too spoiled.
Oh, yeah, because,
Who?
wait. I don't even know who the fuck they are.
Waddle, CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, wait. So you could upgrade at that position and he would do better, right?
What do you mean upgrade?
Well, let's just pretend.
I'm pretending
Let's
draft
just pretend.
one.
Let's just pretend
Okay.
they did that.
Okay, so we're gonna pretend
Yeah.
that we draft a receiver.
A receiver. Something
A-
that
anybody.
symbolizes two hands that can catch.
So like 6th round.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go
You know
first
what?
round.
Nope. Let's go 5th round. Tyreek Hill. Don't forget, Tyreek Hill was a 5th round draft pick.
Yep.
Yep,
It's a true story.
it's true.
So let's give him a 5th round wide receiver.
I'm just saying. But yeah, to
So
me,
the kid wasn't that bad.
yeah, the kid was really good. And
And
the
the
que-
Patriots don't normally work their roster over to make it better.
No, never.
No.
Not the Patriots.
Huh.
But they did lose some players as far as offensive line goes that will hurt them in the later
They
rounds.
refused to sign Malcolm Butler to that big contract. The Titans did.
Right.
Titans ended up cutting him.
Right.
Where's Malcolm Butler playing this year?
Exactly.
New England. On a $2 million contract instead of a $15 million contract.
Hey, discount's good, man.
Hey, coming out of retirement, back in the game, baby. That's what he did.
Half of
Every
a half.
fucking time. I don't know how they do it. I'm just like, come on, Espen, you are fucking Connecticut, literally. What are you doing? I
AFC
don't get it.
West, you wanted me to pick one. I'll pick the Raiders.
I picked the Raiders too.
I'm picking the Raiders. I think they're going to take division.
You know why I
Shit,
did?
yeah.
Well, I had Carr as my MVP last year
Right.
with nobody.
Right.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was in the playoffs.
Right.
With
Should have
nobody.
been. There's no reason possible in the world he should have been in the playoffs.
There
He
is one.
was.
There is one.
Him.
Him and Crosby.
But Jacobs was injured.
Yeah, I know. But
for
Max Crosby,
90% of the year.
Max Crosby on the defense, fucking beast.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah, I got the Raiders too. I'm with you. I got the Raiders. I got Denver, then San Diego, and
Yeah.
Kansas City trolling a nasty rear. I think they're gonna beat them each other up so much, and I
Yeah,
think the
they're-
Raiders are the toughest team.
Right. That's where I'm pretty much going with the knit and grit style that's already there
Yeah.
currently on the roster. It symbolizes
But when you put
John Gruden.
Devontae Adams
Right.
with Carr,
Oh, dude.
who already completely know each other,
Right.
that's gonna be that one touchdown at the end of the fucking game.
Right.
After you've already beat the snot out of each other.
But
And you don't want Tyrann Mathieu on your team, so where's your toughness?
right.
Well, not on your team.
Well, Crosby's really good, right? Max
Yeah.
Crosby.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, top guy right now.
Overpaid a bit? Yeah, I think so.
He's
But
top five. He's top five end right now. Pass rushing. But whenever you do that and then you bring in an edge rusher and, well, I think one of the better players from the Cardinals, Chandler Jones.
And no shit. What do you mean one of the better?
Yeah.
The best player.
And then you bring in a Chandler Jones, let's just say your other quarterbacks are going to feel that.
Yo,
Well, but maybe you're going to feel the loss of Ngakoue
Yeah, yeah.
unless you add Chandler. Yeah.
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying it.
I like everything they've done.
Yep. I think they made the big moves and got players, even if they're past their prime.
Well,
Okay.
This is what sucks for me because I think Kansas City played everything right with Tyreek Hill.
Right.
No. You toss that, Jack. Look at the stupid shit the NFC East has done.
Mhm.
You're going to trade Amari Cooper for a 5th round fucking draft pick? And be okay with it. You get 2 first-round draft picks for Devontae Adams. Which
Right.
you should. I'm not saying you shouldn't.
Right.
Like, Cooper's clearly worth more than a fucking 5th-round draft pick, you idiot. What are you doing? That's asinine.
That I was kind of thinking about that before too, and going, you gotta get some fucking value out of it too.
yeah.
You traded a first-round draft pick for him, which was great. It
Yeah.
was fine. It
Yeah.
worked out perfectly fine.
Yep.
I wasn't happy with
You stuck it in your own ass.
Yep. I would have just waited
Literally.
because everybody is fucking wanting a receiver right now, and
Well, he's not that good. Well, of course he isn't when you don't fucking throw it to him.
right.
You throw it to him, kid's pretty good.
Yeah.
But
Dude's 29 years old
yeah,
and has 2,000 catches. What are you talking about?
but he did fall into that number 2 slot, like I said was going to happen way
But that was only
beforehand.
because you quit throwing the ball to him.
But that's because others were open.
If you would have thrown the ball to him, he still would have fucking caught it.
Yeah, and that's fair. That's fair. But like I said before, I fully expected this shit to go down.
So all the shit that I've watched Kansas City do, I'm like, I still haven't found a way you improved your team. Now, I think you did right by getting all that draft capital. You're way better off. Those guys just jumped up miles ahead of you.
Right. But, you know,
But ESPN now has Dallas ranked really high because they've done all the right things. I'm like, they haven't done one right thing. What are you talking about?
hey, the Giants have. They had an offensive lineman. That was one of the top 5. I would have.
Which one?
I can't even remember his fucking name. He just blew up last year too. He's a top 5 fucking guy now though. Yeah, see, he doesn't even know.
There you go.
Let's start with it.
Start with an Don't know that dude.
Do. Yeah, nobody knows.
Perfect. Perfect. But it's top 5. I
Yeah.
like it.
No, he actually is. Dun, 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 dun.
Signed one from the Colts. Was it the Colts? And then the other one from
No, that wasn't that big.
Yeah, Douglas was the one from yeah. That dude.
Bill's kid. Yeah,
Bill
yeah.
Douglas.
Followed Dable. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, he was good. The other kid was good. We'll see what happens though. There's a fucking big contract on that one dude.
And the Giants will fuck it up.
That's
Got
what we were
bait.
talking about on the way over here.
Yeah.
They do all the right.
Oh, that
They
looks
seem to
good.
do all the right moves in an offseason.
Dude, I thought signing Kenny Galladay was a great move. Now, if he'd played more than one fucking game.
Yeah.
Jesus, he played more fucking games than Detroit. That's how little he thinks of New York. He would rather play for fucking Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah. I told Terry that was gonna happen though.
I mean, he never played every game for Detroit, but he played some of them.
That is true.
He played none of them for fucking New York.
Well, he was kind of pissed off at him.
Yeah, because they gave him all the fucking money. Okay. I mean, he didn't get hurt
Well, of course he didn't get fucking hurt.
because he didn't play. But he got paid.
You see, I like Galladay. All right, I really
I love
do.
him. That kid is good.
But that
He's
money,
really good.
but that money, I was like, I even said during that period of time,
You did.
I can't do it. He just doesn't stay on the fucking field. He's great when he's on it.
When he's on the field,
Yeah.
he's a top 10 wide receiver.
Yeah.
Period.
He can jump out of his fucking shoes to get to the ball
And he's
too.
6'4".
Yeah.
And I knew who he was because I watched him play at Northern Illinois in college.
Yeah.
Now, how many people can say that bullshit?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I knew who that kid was. Like, 3rd round, that's a good pick.
Yeah, that's fucking top one there.
Get a
Well-
little of that NFL cash, and it hurts, coach. What does? It.
It.
You want to see it? No, sir. Put that back up. Do not want to see that.
It's crazy shit, man. So, do you guys think it's going to take a long time for the rebuild to happen with the Panthers?
I don't know. That division to me is kind of wonky. Where you don't know what's going to happen from week to fucking week, much less year to year.
Yeah. I mean,
because when you look at it, well, the Aints are in a big shitstorm,
mhm.
right?
Yep.
Except they still do have continuity.
Mm-hmm.
They still have the same philosophy that's not changed. Tampa Bay was in a shitstorm until, we're saved.
Oh, yay.
Carolina, nobody's sure about, but every time you're not sure about them, they put a fucking team on the field that just fights and wins. And then you have Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts. It makes it tough to predict that one.
Yeah.
To me, at least to me, it does.
To me, for the Panthers, their rebuild, it has to start with a brand new fucking quarterback. I mean, they have to fucking do something.
I see Carolina going and snagging Kenny Pickett. That's who I've got them pegged for.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it that early, but if that's what you're gonna do, just the way that the tiles fall, I see them doing that, which pushes a really good player down the board to help a really good team that doesn't need the fucking player on the roster because it's just gonna make him better. See Micah Parsons. That shit's going to happen again this year. The second that Micah Parsons fell to Dallas, I said, you were with me? Thank God. We just got the best defensive player in the draft, period.
Yep.
Hey, who was right? Thank you. And I see that happening again this year, strictly for the quarterbacks. But I think it's also going to, because the offensive linemen are too good this year, and the defensive linemen have too much production. So these receivers and corners are actually going to slip because of the offensive linemen, how good they are.
Right.
And fuck it, I gotta have a quarterback. So these receivers and corners are gonna start sliding, where you'll see a Treylon Burks going post 25,
Right.
when he should be a top 15.
Right.
And so that's where you're going to see some steals is later on, post 15, where these receivers and these corners, people are going to start taking them, and they're going to be your next fucking all-pros.
And it could very well be.
Where these quarterbacks, not saying they won't, because, well, of course it's early. You never know.
Right.
But we can also face facts. When Russell Wilson transferred from North Carolina State, he was the all-time leading fucking passer and rusher from the quarterback spot for the ACC. It wasn't a big fucking mystery the kid was good
Right.
when he went to the Big Ten.
Right.
Everybody already knew it. Duh. So sometimes we reach for these quarterbacks. Oh, well, Trubisky was so good at North Carolina. Yeah, for 12 games.
Yeah, we didn't
At
have much
college.
game day.
For 12 games in college.
Right. Reaching's okay, though.
Well, but Drew Brees slipped because his kid's so small. He was also leaving college as the all-time leader in passing yards, touchdowns, completion percentage at Purdue. I get not a big football school. It's also a Big Ten football school. He smoked Penn State, Ohio State, and Michigan
Yep.
from Purdue. There was signs to lead us to know, no, these kids are pretty fucking good.
Absolutely.
Okay, what these kids done?
Right.
It amounts to nothing on the list of guys I just mentioned. Nothing.
Zap.
It's like, I'm not saying they won't be good. I'm saying I know what these kids that were unknown and unnamed did in their college career
Yeah.
at these respected power conferences,
Right.
which these kids have not done.
Yes, but you got one coming from what, Liberty,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay. You
Could
know what
be
I mean?
Steve McNair.
Yeah.
Could absolutely be Steve McNair.
Right. So,
And he's my number one quarterback in the draft.
right. The other one, Pickett.
Yep.
Pitt.
Pitt.
Not a power school. It wasn't a power school anyways for a while. And it's now into relevancy, okay? With his years there. Bowl win, shit like that. Look good. Every single one of these quarterbacks does have something there, all right? Hal's got a very short, and that's the thing too, is we're trying to pick this shit with
You're
not
always
just
going
this
to
year,
nitpick it.
but year before that, and then you go, that was during COVID. So we had everything was fucking shortened and was shit because nobody got real fucking coaching.
And I'm telling you, that's why the Lakers won a championship.
Yeah,
You kept Anthony Davis healthy. He
Yeah.
didn't have to travel.
right. And that's the thing is, because of the COVID bullshit, it took away from a lot of these fucking players what we're gonna see right now. All right,
That is completely possible.
that coaching is gone, so you're getting a bunch of raw fucking players. All right, that don't have that same fucking hands-on with their coach like they had before.
But you're talking quarterbacks.
I'm talking everybody.
Okay, so our offensive linemen look really down because they didn't have that coaching.
No. Here's
Our
my
defensive linemen, our corners,
here's my thing that I'm trying to get to. Offensive linemen take time.
they
All
do.
right, they fucking take time. There has to be that gel with the rest of the other offensive linemen that they work with.
Right,
All right,
right.
they were in a fucking room together. All right, so they got to work around each other. That's good. But on the fucking end of it, the offense done up by the coach has to be split in between all of these different fractions of the fucking team. It used to be
Doesn't
everybody.
have to be. He chooses to be.
No, it had to be during COVID, because they separated every fucking group, so there wasn't this mass
Well, I
fucking.
get that, but I'm taking it beyond COVID, pre-COVID. The coach still was in those certain boxes like you just mentioned.
Right,
He doesn't have to be.
right.
He chose to be.
That's fair. I'm just going
You
to.
pay for a fucking $1 million a year offensive coordinator for what?
Right,
To run your offense.
right.
Well, if you got to be there holding his hand, why the fuck are you giving him $1.5 million a year?
I have somebody there.
I can be there.
Well,
That's fine.
apply.
You do what you want. I'll say yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes,
apply.
ma'am. Whatever. Yes, he. Yes, it. Whatever you want.
I'd be happy about it because then I wouldn't have to announce the same fucking names year after year and retread everything.
Okay. I mean.
Okay?
You're probably right, but I'm probably wrong too because, well, I'd probably tell him that's fucking stupid. Why would you think that would work?
Right. And it's fair.
And I get fired.
And I think that's just kind of the problem that we're having because the COVID did take away from that. It took away from the coaching for all the players. It took away from, just them living. Just living, breathing, eating, sleeping, shitting. It took away from all of it.
It also depended on where you were at in the country too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a true story.
Yeah. And you know what? A lot of the campuses were fucking locked down.
Yeah.
I mean, it fucking sucked. And if I was a kid during this period of time, oh man, I would have been all sorts of screwed up, man. I would have been all sorts of
It did
screwed
fuck
up.
them up.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know about college, but high school, it
Yeah.
kind of did fuck them up.
it had to.
I had one. I
Yeah,
had one. Just want to go to school. I'm like, go to school.
right.
You give a shit.
Yeah,
You're young. You're probably gonna be okay.
yeah. I don't know. It's just we're going to see it in our society in many ways. Even in the fucking draft rooms, you're gonna see there's gonna be some kind of problem. But everybody, at least most people, are educated enough about how it's all going that at least they'll speak up and say, hey, I have a problem in dealing with this shit. And last year was kind of fucked everything up for me, so let's play catch up.
I understand what you're saying, but I
Yeah.
think a lot of that is when you come to the corporate side of it, face value. Pat you on the back, say, "Oh yeah, we get it." When it comes time to sign that paycheck, Yeah, they don't get it anymore. They don't get it anymore.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Everything's been an adventure for what it's worth. I mean,
Who you got number one?
who do I got number one coming
Yeah.
off the board?
Yeah.
Hutch.
Are you happy about that?
No,
You want him to slide to number two?
of course.
You want him in Detroit?
You know why? Hometown boy.
Okay.
Even if I don't think he's the best prospect, all right,
Okay.
I still want
So we agree
him
that
there.
we don't think he's the best prospect.
Just saying.
What do you think about Jared Goff? Because the Espen tells me we got to move on from Goff.
And I'm telling you, no.
Because I found it opposite, kind of like their Patriots remarks. Like I thought Goff and St. Brown and Hawk and Swift and the crew was kind of fucking kicking ass the last 6 weeks. I thought they looked really good and really solid.
Here's what I think. They're not coaches, ESPN. All right? They're not coaches. So if you have a problem with a player like Goff,
I actually
coaches
like him.
Yeah.
Even though I made fun of him because he got drafted over Wentz, who I knew Wentz was the better quarterback.
Yeah. Well, let me finish. I'm just saying, this is one of those parts of if there's smoke, there's fire, right? That's typically how we grade
Kinda,
things,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Okay, so we got all these mock drafts that have Detroit taking a fucking passer, Detroit taking a passer,
Yep.
Detroit taking a passer. Either it's number 2, or it's 32 or 34. Detroit's taking a passer. Has the coach said anything bad about Jared Goff?
I think he cried for him.
He said he loves the kid. And now,
I think he cried for him and said he loved him.
now, here's the thing. One of the coaches would at least indicate. One of the coaches on the staff would be like, yeah, well, yeah, we may have a problem later on with this or that. No, everybody said, oh, he's an awesome quarterback.
Well, look at his arm. Who's got a better arm? Tua, Bridgewater, Russell Wilson,
Right.
or Jared Goff?
There you go.
Jared Goff's got the best arm out of him.
Yeah. But I'm trying to play my own devil's advocate here. If there is a player to be taking at 32 or 34, right, that would fit the bill, you take him. Okay?
Which player would that be?
I'm not at liberty to speak.
Yeah, the one that's not going to fucking be there past 10.
Right. So, but what I'm saying is,
Well, I get that.
you
like him, he's doing it. I equate Jared Goff
Right.
nowadays to Jimmy Garoppolo.
right.
You don't think, doesn't look, fucking championship game every fucking year.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense, but there it is. And you want to trade it? That dude's gonna just take you to the championship game when you know that dude is.
Right.
No, I made fun of St. Brown. 3rd round pick, that butt nugget. He sucks. Look at that.
There.
Look at that.
Deal with it.
How that shit happened?
Right.
Well, Goff threw him the fucking ball.
Right.
Yep.
I'm going to reiterate a really good point here about the NFL draft. Value. Value.
Every time.
Value. Okay?
And how Green Bay fucked themselves was they went against their own principles.
Right.
They did not draft the best player available.
Right.
They reached for a need that they didn't fucking have.
Correct. That's the love thing, right?
Yep.
Absolutely. Value, though.
Value would have been fine.
Yep.
Garoppolo went in the 2nd round. Brissett went in the 3rd round. Castle went in the 6th round. Brady went in the 6th round.
Right.
All New England picks. Value.
The value in this draft, there's a player that's going to go maybe in the second round, maybe in the third round.
Are you talking your small school kid?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to say 5th round.
Well, no. I'm talking about a different one.
Okay.
All right. Giants just lost their tight end, Ingram, right?
Yep.
Now, how much he signed for?
Nothing.
No.
Pennies.
No, it was like 11 mil.
Yeah. But it was all incentive based. He actually signed for pennies.
It's around $11 million, all right? Now, that's quite a bit for a tight end, all right? Probably better, well, you couldn't afford him anyway,
No.
okay?
And he didn't want him anyways.
But, so around 11 million for him. Patriots gobbled up the market. Dolphins wouldn't let Gesicki go.
Cowboys wouldn't let Schultz go.
Correct. So these guys are all franchised and
$10 million a year.
so that tight end market is dry as bone. All right. I mean, it's dead. I mean, all these guys are just being held on,
Well,
for dear life for each one of them.
And I would have cut them both.
Yeah. And what's gonna happen? I think Giants have that pick. Where the hell are they at? Around almost in the 40s, isn't it? 30.
I was gonna say the later one.
Yeah.
Drop down into the 60s, where you
No.
start getting closer to the 3rd round.
No, I'm talking. The Giants have like the 38th pick, I think, in the draft or whatever it is, 38th, 39.
So you're talking 2nd round.
Yeah, second round. High second round.
Yeah.
What they need to do with that is fuck everybody else's shit up, and take Trey McBride. All right, small
I like
school,
him.
Colorado
I like
State,
him, yeah.
tight end. You look at any of his game tape. Everything. This is the best compliment I can ever give to a tight end. All right, because tight end is such an unnatural position. All right, it's so fucking weird because
He's
you
6'4".
something close to that, because you block, you chip, you have to catch passes, you swing out for the running backs, you have to do just an onset of a whole bunch of different things. It's like a more receiver version
Way
of a
more
fullback.
eclectic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh,
It's that kind of that H-back guy that you're talking about. It's not a Gates. It's not a the Chiefs kid.
right, Kels.
Not Kels, the one before him.
Oh, I can't remember.
Gates was San Diego.
Yeah.
And went to Atlanta.
Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gonzalez.
Thank you.
But
More of those guys where they don't block so much, but they get a quick chip and go.
right, chip off, break out,
Yeah.
and go do their thing. And McBride, he is definitely the most natural player that I've seen for his position this year. He's natural. Because every single aspect about it, you look at it and you go, oh man, that's pretty easy. Well, they must have just threw him an easy pass. That looks pretty easy. That, no problem. There's a problem with that, because he's so effortless whenever he goes out there, and he makes these catches that you go, oh shit. It's not on time. It's not in the right position. He still fucking comes down with them.
Yeah.
All right. His drop rate is next to nothing, and
I don't think he dropped a pass last year.
he had the highest receptions and targets for a tight end. All right. Here's the thing: coming from Colorado State,
Should be a 3rd round tight end. Just based on the school.
he's targeted. This guy is fucking targeted because there's nobody else that they're throwing the fucking ball to. He's their number one fucking receiver. So if you already know this going into this game, that means everybody's going to be up their ass. That means all the safeties are dropping down for the coverage with them, along with extra cornerbacks to try to compensate. It doesn't fucking matter. The guy puts on a stupid fucking move, a jab step. The dude falls in front of his face, and he's turned. it's with like these fucking flexible hips that he's able to come off of that break. And that's the thing is, it looks so fucking easy. The passes that were thrown to him in the draft for the combine,
Yeah.
right, where they did the little catching drills, pass got fucked up, right? But it didn't matter that the pass was fucked up because it was natural. Whenever he came over and took the grab from it, it's far away from his body. This is a tight end we're talking about, you know? And to be able to easily catch, dictate, go back, flip from one side, because it was supposed to be over here, flip back to the opposite side, and grab it and bring it back in. You don't see the fucking tight ends do that. It's not part of that natural process.
You know who else went to Colorado State?
Huh.
Michael Gallup.
Well, I'm just saying.
And he's gonna get bumped down, whether you like it or not,
Yeah.
because well, it's Colorado State. He didn't play Bama and Georgia, so you didn't see that.
But he was
That
game planned
nastiness.
against.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
And
trying
Michael Gallup, that's what I'm saying. Michael Gallup was the exact same boat.
to. Right.
That was the only dude on the fucking team.
Right.
Absolutely game planned against. $62 million later, yeah, he's okay.
Right. Exactly.
And he's gonna get it. He's gonna get dropped down a bit, especially. And I would say probably close to the third round, because I think the kid is like 6'4", but he's a little thinner.
Yeah.
He's not that 265-pound Gronkowski.
Oh no.
255-pound Kelsey. I think he's
I
closer
think
to
he-
230, 235.
I think I thought it was around 250.
He might have been.
But that's the thing, though, as
Doesn't mean he can't block, but
some people didn't even have him. What do you call
a
it?
lot of people won't even have him on on their board.
Right. And I'm like, this guy, you better grab him early, because if you don't, it's over with. It's too bad I don't have good internet connection right now. What the?
Well, welfare and all, you know.
Well, could be. They should call it farewell. I've been saying that for years too. No, it's
Yeah.
just
You're cranky getting internet, but we can't in fucking Kansas.
Right?
Horse shit.
at least I got his picture to come up. All right, 6'4", 260, senior.
260?
Yeah.
So 260s, that's big.
So, career highlights. I love this one. He had 109 of the team's 110 receiving yards versus Toledo.
Well, but Toledo, man.
So, everybody else on the team got a
The
yard.
halfback had a yard. Halfback had a yard on the screen pass.
I don't know. I just
Yeah, you see a guy, you watch him play on tape. You like him, you know
Yeah.
that kid can play.
he's a basketball player. He's a baseball player. He's a football player.
He's an athlete.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. 91 catches is pretty good for a tight end. All right. In college,
Eh.
you know what I mean? He got over 1,000 yards, 1,125. Yeah, he only caught one touchdown. Yep, that was him. He only caught one touchdown.
Told you he's going in the third round, period.
I'm telling you guys.
I'm not saying that he should not go above. I'm just telling you the NFL is going to put him in the third round. But he should be more of a red zone threat.
And you know what I'm doing? I'm like, anybody
Well,
want
but when you get
TJ?
inside the 20, you got three dudes locking that one motherfucker down so that team doesn't score anything but a field goal.
I'm saying, anybody want TJ? I'll trade him. Trade him for a first.
That's tough because you know how good he is.
He's fucking awesome.
That kid's good.
He is fucking awesome. I would do it in a heartbeat.
I'm telling you right now, I would rather pay TJ his money than have Dalton Schultz for $10 million. Because I can do Dalton Schultz jobs for that same fucking $10 million.
In a rebuilding team like Detroit,
It makes sense.
spending $20 million for your tight end, you can't do.
No, trading him for a pick makes sense.
Yep.
But that kid's a fucking stud.
That's the reason why I say McBride.
TJ Hawkins is a fucking stud.
That's why I'm.
10 times the player that Noah Fan, that got drafted above him, is.
I don't know. Fans are really fucking good too.
I like Hawkinson way better.
I told you though. You said there's no way both of these guys are gonna be good. I was like, I'm the only
They're
guy that will
both
tell you
good.
they're really fucking
They're
good. Just
both
trust
good.
me.
I had Hawk.
Yeah.
You had them both.
Yeah, I had them both. I had
Yeah.
both.
Nope, both really good.
Rucker,
Hawk's better.
here's my 120 ranked, 106 draft position tight end.
Oh, the Ohio
Jeremy
State
Rucker.
kid?
Yeah. Nobody knows. He plays at fucking Ohio State. Nobody knows if he's good or not.
When's the last time anybody saw a tight end come out of Ohio State?
Exactly.
No, they look to Notre Dame.
Exactly.
It's just the way it goes. People find places to get their players from.
Right, right. And I looked at
You
this
never
kid.
get a tight end from Ohio State.
Yeah, it's not built for that. It's
No,
built
you
for
get
the outside wide
now,
receivers.
Michigan, yeah.
Right, right,
At Notre Dame, absolutely. Every tight end I want comes from Notre Dame.
right.
None of them come from Ohio State.
And that's the reason why he's so lowly ranked.
Yeah, that kid's going to probably be a 6th-round draft pick.
Yeah, and to me, I look at him and I go, because he's not utilized inside of that offense.
But look at the receivers he was fighting against for targets.
Right, right. He's not utilized in that offense, and Ohio State's offenses are never set up for the tight ends.
No,
okay?
it's dynamic.
It's dynamic offense. It's just the way it is. All right. But this kid has chance to make it in the NFL more than he does.
Not doing anything.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Man. Oh, now you chime in. Not like we didn't offer a try.
I warned you.
Yeah.
Best thing is nobody saw that.
I warned you. Keep Mike's name out of your mouth.
It's fucking mouth.
I know. I didn't want it. I didn't want to.
Hey, he said that live
Yeah.
on TV.
In front of his children.
The Fresh Prince, no way.
Got in one little fight. Mommy got scared.
Right. I got all these skills for the draft. It's like I know what I'm fucking talking about this year. You gotta be impressed by that though.
Yeah.
I've
Do
been-
we really?
Dude, I've been
Don't we do this every year though?
yeah, but I've been even more so this year. Been
You
pumping
have
the
picked your game up this year.
Yes.
I was feeling a little left out last year.
Yeah, I bet.
Like I was
You're like, nah, fuck this
the
shit.
one like man.
This year though. This year. I got my shit.
Helps me out.
It does.
It does.
Because you don't.
Because I get my receiver and I pick up my defensive guy, and then you pick up the rest.
I'm getting really good at this shit. I'm really thinking maybe scout. Maybe a scout. I should probably be a scout.
You can freelance
No.
off of game tape alone.
No.
You don't think I'd be a good scout?
No, of course not.
Damn it.
When have you ever been to the Sweatpants Olympics?
Well, I did
Can't
one
scout.
time run to the bathroom.
Can't be a fucking scout then. You
And
gotta pay attention to that.
I can do two things at once because I was running and shitting. So,
Hey,
multitask. Experience.
until you realize game tape's not what matters. It's the Sweatpants Olympics.
True. No. Yeah, but that guy's fast. Yeah,
Barley
'cause-
throws.
Yeah, because look. Fucking track. Twice fast. You expect to see a slow motherfucker in track? Do you?
Really like him to be able to run that same 4.5 with pads on.
That'd be nice.
But then you don't get any separation. He's got pads on.
Yeah.
You can get all the separation you want without pads, you jackass. Try to get it with pads on. Hey, AJ Brown at 4.5 gets separation. Go figure. Who could have saw that coming? I don't know. Anybody that watched him play one fucking game.
Right. Yeah, I thought that was funny, the shit with.
And we're going through it again this year. We went through it with Jefferson, then Brown, and we're doing it again this year. Well, I'm not sure about Treylon Burks. He only ran a 4.55. Not sure about that NFL separation. The dude's 6'3" and runs past everybody on the field in pads. What are you talking about? You've got to be shitting me.
I love the whole separation thing. It is a thing. It is a thing.
Of course it is.
All right.
But if you watch him do it over and over every down in college,
Yep. Then what do you?
in the SEC, against the elite defenders,
Yeah.
that you're telling me, you need to see a 40-yard dash in sweatband Olympic sport.
Well, because they just want to.
Well, I don't care what you and your old lady do at home. That's on you.
Right.
That's fine.
They just want-
That's fine, Fisher. You do whatever you and Girly and your wife need to do.
Hey, I understand. So you think Burks is gonna go, what, 25?
I think so. Right around where Jefferson went. Still gonna be the best fucking receiver in the goddamn draft. Late in the first.
So you're not up on Williams the way I am.
No. Williams gonna go before Burks.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
But are you up on him? You like him?
I like Burks better. I like Williams,
Right.
but I like Burks better.
See, Williams has Jameson. He only has 1 year.
Yep.
1 year experience.
Kid's good.
That's what I like.
Look at who is sitting behind.
Right. Right.
There's a reason he only has 1 year as starter.
Yeah.
He's got more years as experience.
Yeah. But that's the thing is, what do you call it? Because he came from Ohio State, right?
Yep.
And that was the thing. He just wasn't getting on the fucking field.
No, stop and think of that. It's kind of the Burrow effect.
Right. Right.
Transferred from Ohio State. Why? Not getting on the field.
Yeah.
Well, the fucking quarterbacks he's sitting behind. No shit, he wasn't getting on the field.
Right.
Duh.
That's why I think it's fucking weird.
Not a big mystery.
Yeah.
I don't get it sometimes.
Right.
This is not the scandal you guys make it out to be. There's a reason he wasn't getting on the field. He wasn't throwing for 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns.
Right.
He was 19.
There's,
He threw for what, 20 touchdowns his first year starting at LSU?
so,
And then 50 the fucking next year
yep.
with Jefferson and Chase.
Yep. Found his receivers.
No shit.
Found his receivers. That's gonna happen.
Hey, he looked really good his second year in the NFL. Well, yeah, you gave him a 1,500-yard receiver, you dick.
Daxton Hill. That's another guy that is ranked around 36 is what.
Probably be a fifth-round dude.
And I'm thinking he'll probably be a top 15 player.
Should be. Probably gonna get drafted where?
And here's the thing, his swim pant Olympics was fucking awesome.
Well, he could be crawling up there. See that dude slipping up there.
I mean, they have him listed as a cornerback, but he's not a fucking cornerback. He was safety in college, and at 6 foot, 190
He'll be a receiver
pounds.
in the NFL. If you can play corner and safety in college,
Yeah.
you know what you can do in the NFL? See, just flip it.
Yep.
Was Richard Sherman in college?
Yeah, true.
Corner safety. What did he flip to his senior year? Receiver.
Yeah.
Or no, it was the other way. He was receiver, then flipped to corner. That happens a lot.
There's just so much shit that I look at. It's upsetting to me. Just from little snippets that I see.
Well, I get that. I'm like, you guys are coaches. You're supposed to be good at your job. When are you gonna start doing that? Being
Right.
good at your fucking job.
Right. I hate the fucking overreaching that happens on like defensive linemen and shit just because your
The
sweatpants.
potential's there.
Yeah. Potential off of what? Oh, your sweatpants Olympics.
A backflip
Yeah.
on a camera. Yeah, it worked out one time. How'd it do the other 10 times? Sucked balls. JPP worked out on backflips. How'd Ecubon work out?
Right.
Still looking for that. So is he. In the dumpster.
Here's the guy. At least they're putting him up there. Boye Mafi from Edge from Minnesota.
Yeah.
See, they had him.
That kid's gonna go higher than what people think.
Yeah, and everybody fucking had him into. It was a mid-second for quite a while.
Probably will be.
And here's my thing about it is, I looked at him a couple of different times and got to review some game tape on him, and I'm like, well, why is it some of these fucking edge rushers that they have, like Walker for instance, rated so much fucking higher than him? Because I don't see it. I don't
They
fucking
do the same thing.
I don't fucking
Accomplish the
see
same fucking thing. One of them plays at Florida State. Where's the other dude play? Or one of them plays at Georgia. Where's the other dude play?
Trying to fucking.
Walker?
I think in Minnesota.
There you go.
Minnesota.
No, who's got a bigger profile?
Yeah, true.
Who's gonna get more love?
Yeah. 'Cause,
Oh,
like,
well, but he's...
see, they don't even have his picture on this. That's the reason why. They don't even have his fucking picture.
Because the picture matters. Wait,
6'4", 265. So he's of size.
That's a big cat.
Yeah,
It's a
he's
big
of
dude.
size for an edge. This past year, he had 26 hurries, 9 hits on the quarterback, 7 sacks. That's pretty fucking good, you know. And watching his tape and everything, it's like really acceptable shit. But
Yeah.
you watch his fucking senior, the senior game.
Senior Bowl.
Yeah. Holy fuck, he's just blowing up. Multiple sacks.
Okay.
Just
And this is where it comes down to it, and where your scouting department can win and lose and rape your franchise. Because if you go back and watch the Senior Bowl practice tapes,
right.
best player on the field was the left tackle from Northern Iowa. Period. Fuck your quarterbacks. They suck. Your halfbacks, marginal. Receivers, who gave a fuck? It was the left tackle from Northern Iowa.
Right.
He manhandled everybody. Whether it was the starting defensive end from Ohio State, Michigan, it didn't matter. He threw them all on the ground and then beat their ass once he threw them on the fucking ground. Yeah, he's projected at a top 20 maybe.
Right.
Probably going to slide back down to be a top 30 pick. And he was the most dominant fucking player the whole week.
Yeah, Trevor Penny.
Yep, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close. I mean, people were trying to fight him off the ground because he had already thrown them on their fucking ass, beat the shit out of them.
Right. And it's only because, you know, he's so small.
Small
6'7",
school.
321 pounds.
Small school kid, not sure about the talent level he got up against.
Yeah.
Yeah, he smoked show to everybody.
And I mean, you know,
It wasn't even close.
only.
Hey,
but
you guys draft who you think.
exactly. And he only had 9 out of his 12 games were rated 90 plus for the
90
run
plus.
blocking grading.
Yeah,
So I mean, it's only 9. He could have got. He could
little-
have got 12.
it's a little sketchy, you know?
Yeah.
That's a reach.
Yeah. And
On the small
Iowa.
school kid.
I mean, Iowa. You know, how many good players, offensive linemen have come from, you know, places like Iowa?
Probably none.
So you're telling me a big old corn-fed dude, right?
Ain't gonna produce. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's gonna be all Hollywood out there.
You know, like Carson Wentz when he was in the middle of an MVP campaign.
Right.
Yeah, and dives for the touchdown for no fucking reason other than that's my fucking touchdown. And destroys his playoff run, his MVP campaign. You're welcome, Drew Brees. He did that for you.
Right. Now, Tyler Linderbaum, center Iowa. You already know how my
Dude,
feelings.
I saw him going anywhere from 5 to 20.
Right.
I haven't saw him past 20.
Right.
But I saw him as high as 5.
Yeah. To me, I mean, truthfully, guys, he's a top 5.
He is.
He's a top 5 player.
Go back to Dallas. in the old days
Yep.
with Mark Stepnoski. Was that not a top 5 draft pick center?
Right. Right.
That's a 10-year all-pro center
Correct.
who's undersized, but nobody can get past.
Yeah.
I equate him to Mark Stepnoski.
Right. Here's my thing. To be a top 5, you have to be rated at your position highly. Highly touted multiple years for an offensive lineman, and especially for a center.
I think he's a 100,
Right?
and I think he can play guard too.
All I know is he's the highest rated center in FBS in 2020 and in 2021. So he's
Yep.
got multiple years, all right, of being
Number 1.
number 1 at his position.
And FBS is 1A. It's Alabama level.
Yeah. Yeah. And his overall grade for blocking, all right, this is, you take all the and put them all together, is 95.4.
Now, are they taking into account where he initiated a block on his guy, but then had to peel off to help out his shitbag partner who...
You take it all into
picked it off?
consideration.
Okay.
All right, it's all together. Yeah, he allowed 1 sack. All right.
Second round.
Out of 908 snaps, he allowed 1 fucking sack.
Second round.
And blocking 457 times for passes. And
Yeah, but how many times did he put up 225?
right,
You know?
exactly.
Let's get to the real shit.
And his lowest rated game came at the very beginning, the first game that he played.
Who was
In
that
the beginning.
against?
It was Indiana, I do believe.
Okay. Big Ten school.
Yeah. But
His first game.
that was his first game.
Yeah.
So it takes a little while, like I said.
Shouldn't your
For
first
everybody.
game be your worst game?
Yeah.
And get better from there?
Quickly. Quickly. He didn't have a bad game after that.
There was a sack.
Yeah, well, just saying.
Just saying, there
That was
was
that-
a sack.
That was the first game.
There was a sack.
I'm just saying, though. Certain guys that are in this, there's fucking steals all over the place. There's so many steals in this fucking draft. I mean, just based on
This
you
draft-
crunch the
And
numbers.
see, and this is what kills me. I'm like, this is a shit quarterback draft.
Right,
Next year's is way better.
right.
Way better. That doesn't mean this, just because there's no quarterbacks in this draft doesn't mean it's a shit draft. This is a really good draft.
Correct. Correct.
There's so much talent in this draft, it's unreal.
There is.
I think it's one of the most talented drafts we've ever laid eyes on.
Me too. Just
And
not
we're
at
gonna
your
watch-
traditional position.
We're going to watch 5 quarterbacks go in the first round when probably none of them should,
Right.
which is going to drop talent down further. And then teams are going to start reaching because, well, I got to have this dude at this position because it fits my price. So here we go. It's going to happen. We're probably going to end up with another Brady type player, not necessarily quarterback,
Right.
drafted in the fucking 6th round, that's going to end up being just an amazing all-pro for 10 fucking years in a row. And then the shittiest part about it is we're probably going to have a dude get undrafted, sign as an undrafted free agent. That's going to be a 5-year in a row all-pro.
Right.
This draft is so talented and so deep, this shit's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, well, I got to have a top 10 quarterback. All right. You do you. You could have Aaron Rodgers next year, jackass, but whatever. It's fine. And the fans are going to go out and buy new jerseys, buy new hats.
It's craziness. Isn't it?
It's going to happen.
If you guys are going to draft a cornerback, make sure it's Stingley.
What about the Cincinnati kid? What do you think of him? I forget his name, but
Yeah, that's what this is really
He's
good.
like,
good for Sauce.
yeah,
Ahmed Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6'3", 200-pound junior.
Oh, and see,
Detroit, Michigan.
all of the sweatpant Olympics have him right around 6'2", not 6'3". But still, even at that,
Right.
6'2" is a big corner.
Yep. What do I like about him? He's never allowed a touchdown.
So I toss that out there.
That sounds good, doesn't it?
Toss that out there.
He's never allowed a touchdown. Here's probably
Is that okay?
here's more of probably a better thing for you guys. Passer rating
Yeah.
against, right? Okay, 2019. Remember, the key is to get better. You have to show growth and maturity.
Right.
All right. 2019, his first year he played throughout. 39.4 was passer rating against.
Almost 40%. Not completion percentage.
No.
Passer rating.
Passer rating. No, the completion. There was 23 receptions he allowed on 58 targets. That's not really good. It's not a great.
If you're a
That's-
receiver.
Okay, so there's that. But that doesn't mean much because he still allowed 360 yards. No
Yeah.
touchdowns. This is what I like to go through, by the way, too. Mr. Sauce. 2020, all right? He had 17 receptions. No touchdowns against them.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
On 40 targets.
All year.
Yes, all year. All right. And yeah, there's 221 yards. So hence the reason.
Little progression.
Progression, 29.3 for the passer rating. 2021, that's this year, and of course, no COVID or anything. So
Yeah.
you guys
Just
have
got to play.
yeah, you gotta understand everybody's kind of full strength now.
Yeah. We're
All right.
ready to roll.
So everybody's happy. He allowed 18 receptions on 37 targets. So, hey,
That completion percentage
Yeah.
creep it up.
but on the positive side of it,
How can it be
Ew.
positive?
it was for 122 yards. Oh God, I loved going through his
And
stuff.
see,
I'm sorry.
that's
You
what I'm
brought that
getting
up,
at.
and I was like, oh yeah, you gotta.
This draft,
Yeah.
it is so much better than what people realize because when you get past Stingley
Yep.
and Sauce, hey, who's that kid out in Washington?
Right. Duff.
McDuffie?
Yeah.
Hey, wait, haven't we heard that name before?
But I just wanted to say, end it with the passer rating of 22.6.
And no touchdowns.
No.
And so this draft, and we haven't even got to the small corner you love.
Yeah, my ECU boy.
This draft is so stacked.
Oh yeah.
If you get past the fucking quarterbacks.
Yep.
Just take the quarterbacks off your damn board because
Right.
they suck. They're not good enough.
Right.
And get to the heart and the meat of the draft.
Right.
Dude, there's so many good players.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't even have to reach.
Right.
If you reach, you're being stupid.
That's what I'm trying to get to. Is there is no sense in doing that. There's no sense in
If you
reaching.
can't trade down, just draft the best available. They're there,
Yeah.
and they're good. And if you can, trade down so you can get 10 of them.
That's what I've been trying to do. I don't know. I've sent you my drafts before, right?
Yeah.
And what do I always do? I trade back. I've sent you my drafts.
I'm going to get more talent.
I always trade. I trade back and I try stockpiling as many as
And
I can because
we've
I know
had
there's
some-
so many good ones.
We've had some pretty talented drafts where it would serve you to trade back a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And we've had other drafts where it didn't matter what you did.
Yeah, you were fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we stumble upon a draft like this where you can go your top 10 and just take offensive linemen and not fuck up.
Yeah.
Or go top 10
doesn't-
and take nothing but defensive linemen.
Right.
And not fuck up.
Right.
Or go top 5 and take nothing but cornerbacks. Not fuck up.
Right. Here's the only thing. For the defense, edge rushers, you can fuck up on this one.
I think you can too.
You can fuck up some edge rushers. Going through all the fucking numbers that I've been going through on the edges, certain people are getting fucking love that shouldn't be getting it.
I agree.
And I'm like, there's
And we
better
might
out
butt
there.
heads on this, which is not unheard of.
Right.
But that's where I like looking past the numbers and
Right.
going to the game tape.
Absolutely.
Hey, where's that cat's numbers coming from?
Correct.
And some of them can be misleading.
Yeah.
Because you got Hutchinson,
Yep.
all the love when he hadn't made one fucking move to the quarterback, but the quarterback ran straight to him. Why? There's a fuck killer on the other side.
Yeah. And that's kind of one of my things. By far, he's got more fucking
More numbers than anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got more fucking sacks, more hurries,
Yep.
more pretty much everything. But there's the thing about it.
I think there is too.
I've watched him get wiped out one too many times on run plays to where I go, that's not fucking good. But he sure is a home run as far as if you need a pass rusher, he could be that guy. I think he's the one that it could be boom or bust too.
Okay. Now, if you had him and either of the Bosa boys staring at each other in this draft,
Right.
here we come out, both rookies, both first-round draft picks.
Yeah.
I got Bosa, or Hutchinson.
Right.
Who are you taking first?
Oh, I'm always taking Bosa.
Okay.
All right. But here's the thing.
You're saying there's a possibility Hutchinson's could still be better than the Bosas.
Yep.
That
And nobody,
possibility
yeah, and nobody
is
says
there.
that. Nobody says that, and I do. I
Okay.
say, no, because I remember Chason got drafted really fucking high up by the
Well,
Jaguars.
number 20. And now they're getting ready to move. They just signed Arden Key
Right.
to replace him. I'm
Right.
like, no, but Chason wasn't a 265-pound outside linebacking rushing force.
Correct.
They used him differently. I think he was used improperly in Jacksonville.
And that's fair to say. That's fair to say. But if you look at it and you see some of the player grades on what they were and how they come up, why not? Why couldn't Aiden be that fucking guy like a Bosa or all the rest of that? Because statistically speaking, for this 1 year, it's as good as their fucking years.
But
were.
it's the Michigan defensive end,
Correct.
which is Taco Charlton,
Yep.
which is Quiddy Pay,
Yep.
which is 4 sacks in 10 fucking years.
And here's where I go to it too. You know, that is true. That is absolutely
That's my
true.
fear is because I've watched this dude.
And I've watched fucking Woodley tear it the fuck up. All right, you remember Woodley?
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in 2007.
Yeah.
Bar Woodley.
Yeah.
He was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain players that it's gonna come around because he's not. The fucking Harbaugh's not drafted just some dude. He's got top fucking
No.
recruiting classes.
No. But Harbaugh's smart motherfucker.
Well, yeah.
I don't care what the NFL says.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't get fired
Right.
because he wasn't a good coach.
Correct.
He got fired for the exact same fucking reason that Flores got fired. What do you want, fucking hugs or wins? That's what those cats are. I don't care what color they are. That's just what they are.
Well,
Do you want hugs or do you want wins?
I don't mind hugs.
But if you're an NFL owner, wouldn't you prefer the wins?
You drive a pretty hard argument, boys.
Yeah, these guys aren't the friendliest of cats, but they know what type of player they need in their system to win football games. Now, what do those players do outside of their system? Especially defensively.
Right. Yeah.
Well, our track record that we've got going for us says not a whole fucking lot.
Right.
They're good at drafting players that they know will work in their defensive scheme
Yeah.
and not give a fuck what they're going to look like in somebody else's.
Right.
Or what their athletic record or what the Sweatband Olympics says. They watch the tape. I can use this guy this way.
Right.
More the Belichickian way.
Right.
Where I don't need to drop this guy off of numbers because he might fit my. No, I can drop this guy. I can work him to the best of his ability.
Right.
I think those coaches are way better at that. And Harbaugh does that a fucking lot in college.
Yeah.
He gets a whole lot out of dudes that can't produce shit in the NFL.
Right.
He gets the most out of them in his system in college.
Yeah.
And he actually kind of did that a lot in the NFL too.
I agree.
At a high level.
I agree. Absolutely, he has.
And so he's got a good track record getting kids coming to school. It's like, hey, look what I did for this dude in the NFL.
Right. But I mean, when you get handed fucking Patrick Willis, right? Just get handed it. Here. You come in and you go.
No, I wouldn't say handed it.
It came with the team.
Number 11 overall pick.
Yeah, but it came with the team. You know what I mean?
He used them properly.
Correct. That's what I'm trying to get at. Some of the players. Yeah. Yes, but then you look at after that.
And
all right?
so as Hutchinson could be what
Yeah.
he was at Michigan,
Yeah.
but he has to have that coach.
Yeah.
And you don't just fall under that shit every day.
Well, not everybody can take their defensive ends and put them into coverage. Although I've seen it.
I mean, Lawrence can.
Yeah. I don't know why people do that, but
Me neither. But when he's good at it, I mean, fuck
Yeah.
it, what are you going to do?
yeah. It's a good way to
There's
disguise
one
the
contract we didn't talk about.
blitz. Uh-oh.
Von Miller. $120 million.
Uh-huh.
Coming off of a $3 million contract. That's one of the reasons Espen is giving Buffalo the Super Bowl fucking trophy right now.
Yep, because it's fun.
We got Von Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he just signed after he was cut
Yeah.
for $3 million. And you're giving him $120 mil? It's a tough one, isn't it?
Oh, dude.
It's tough. Now, I'm not giving 120, and I don't even care that it's actually only a 5-year contract for $70 mil. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that $3 mil.
How can I do this right?
It's tough, isn't it? You
love,
feel bad either way.
I love Von Miller.
Who doesn't?
Whenever he got drafted, I went, that is my guy.
But look at the kid. The dude's actually only like 5'10" and 220 pounds, and has done all of this, wrecked all of this havoc
Oh, yeah.
at that size. He's not that big of a guy.
But whenever they took him, Denver took him.
Everybody knew that was a good pick.
I mean, that was easy. That was one of the biggest no-brainers.
Yeah, that was a
year.
no-brainer.
Here's what I don't.
120 mil.
It's hard to justify.
120 mil.
It's hard to justify it. If you're paying for past performance,
I get that.
Just like if you are the Broncos and you pay 120 mil, then
Well, like Jerry's been
I understand.
spanked on before because, well, I had some really good teams and these guys led me
Right.
to these Super Bowls and these playoff wins, so I need to pay him now.
Right.
That past performance.
Correct.
Help you out in the future.
Not always.
Yeah, sure did.
But on top of that, though, is sometimes it does. Sometimes it
Like
does.
Bruce Smith and Deion Sanders in Washington.
They help your guys out. Ray Lewis. All right, this is how many times I've said this before is you have Ray Lewis, let's just say, on your team, yeah, you get your Super Bowl wins and you get to do this and that, but just the information that comes from him for a defensive captain to a younger squad is so fucking valuable that
And see,
it does pay for
I
itself
understand that,
because those were your draft picks. You see where I'm getting at?
but I look at Ray Lou as a little different.
Boy, Ray Lewis was a little different.
Yeah.
He still is, actually.
Yeah. He was that dude that was, and he's made no bones about it.
Yep.
Yeah. You pay me for Monday through Saturday. Sundays for free.
Right. Defensive captain leader.
I don't know that there's really ever been a dude like that. You know, take a guess. Not gonna be a whole lot of them after him that are gonna be that.
Von Miller.
Is he
it's,
though?
Yeah, he's a leader.
I'm not saying he's not a leader.
He's a captain.
Is he that?
He-
It's $120 million.
I understand that. But if you get something out of it, and that's what I was kind of wondering about.
Yeah, but the Rams has got something out of it for $3 million.
Because Edmonds,
I love Edmonds.
yeah, me too. And if
I
he
think
can
he gets
work,
way too much shit.
yeah, if he can work Edmonds and get him squared away
I
on
think
the
he can help
right
him
track.
out. I think he can help him out.
Exactly.
And stop and think of that. Get him on the right track.
Yeah.
Dude's got 150 tackles every
Exactly.
year.
Exactly.
You mean the right track?
But
no, I get that.
No, the potential for that guy is
better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's off the fucking
Yeah,
charts.
150 tackles a year is still not
Yeah.
his potential.
Yeah, his potential's 200.
I think so.
His potential's 200.
With 20 sacks.
Right.
And 5 picks.
Right.
I think he's that good.
Yeah. Me too.
He was drafted at what, 20 years old?
Yeah.
19 or 20? He might have even been 19. He was
Yeah,
young as shit.
Exactly.
I still don't know about 120. I
But-
mean, you made $3 million last year. I'll give you extra $2 million, maybe $3 million, 6.
Here's how I equate it. All right. Let's just say he comes to your team and gives you 10 sacks.
Okay, let's say this: you helped me beat New England twice this year, which I don't think we can do without you.
Right.
I don't think Buffalo can do it.
Right.
I think New England's better than what people are letting it out to be. Then we can talk about your incentives. Let's base our incentives on beating New England. Let's give you $5 million every year. Fuck it. You're an OG. Let's go $10 million for Von Miller. Guaranteed $10 million. 5 years. Guaranteed $50 million. With incentives beyond that. We beat New England once, $2 million. We beat New England twice, $4 million. So you're up to $6 million extra that year. That's $16 million.
Hey, I'm just trying to justify the man's contract. Let me try to justify it, man. All right, say he gets you 10 sacks. Back to square one. Say he gets you 10 sacks. 10 sacks don't equate to whatever million, right? But let's just say there's another player on that team that got 2-3 sacks, all right? And now, after spending time with this Von Miller guy, and from the pressure that he helps create, you end up becoming from a 2-3 sack guy to a 10-12 sack guy.
Well, you might be shooting him there because if Vaughn's getting 10.
Mhm.
So, well.
But hurries.
So, if that guy was a 2-sack guy,
Yep.
bump him up to 6. That's still a massive improvement.
Right. But I'm just saying, from your defense perspective, that's fucking huge. That's fucking huge. Now, it's not going to be
Yeah, but
as huge.
is it 120 million though? I mean, don't get me
That's
wrong.
all I'm saying.
I get your point. Yeah, hey, we're giving this guy a shit ton of extra money
Right.
to help
To do that
improve
little stuff.
improve our a team as a whole, which is fucking great. We should
Actually,
absolutely.
So far as I can tell, throughout basically the history of the NFL, there's only 2 dudes on the face of the planet that I've ever saw or ever heard that said, "Fuck you, that's not my job," and that's Brett Favre and
Ben Roethlisberger.
Everybody else just, steps up and does that.
Right.
for way less than 120 mil.
Fair enough. But I am saying he does bring an edge rush,
Yeah.
an outside presence, great leadership.
And I think he'll be more healthy this year. That was one of the things that hampered him last year,
Yep.
which got him traded, was he wasn't healthy until later in the year.
Well, yeah, being a all-pro player like that, you definitely don't get healthy on a bad team. I've seen it time and time again.
That team doesn't get that. He,
Dude,
and even after he signed with LA, he still didn't play for 3 weeks.
I'm just
He
saying.
clearly wasn't healthy.
If you got
Wouldn't
Drew
have
Lock
played.
starting the game for you,
Yo,
you're not in
bro.
good shape.
Yo, bro.
Well,
Yo,
If you
bro.
got Eli Manning, Daniel Jones starting games for you,
I'm not going to disagree with you. All right? I'm just saying.
Yo, bro.
I mean, I go there. And then, like, your best fucking offensive weapon that you had was Lindsey. Remember that? Let him go, right? Let him walk. He gets fucking cut. Goes next team, he gets cut. You know you might not be very fucking good.
well, they had better offensive weapons. Just Sutton was injured. He thrashed his ACL.
Oh, so you can talk about that.
Happens.
Injuries.
And then Von Miller goes down. Yeah, it was a tough year. I get that. Need to go home.
No. I try not to get mad.
You in trouble over there?
Of course he is. He's breathing. You know that.
Oh yeah, I've been in trouble for the last hour.
I'm in trouble for something different, probably.
We want to put
I'm
money on
not
it?
in trouble. She's in trouble. She's in trouble. I'm not in trouble.
Oh yeah, this is 2 different conversations.
Absolutely.
Sorry. Yeah.
So, she took Daniel Jones and she took Zach Wilson. Motherfuckers in trouble for the same bid.
Yep.
Damn it. Goddamn Daniel Jones. So, they're probably not going to draft a quarterback.
They just signed one.
That's why I'm thinking they're
I
not.
mean, Tyrod's gonna start. He's beating Daniel Jones out.
I don't think he won't. He very
He's
well
a better
could.
quarterback.
I can't go there yet.
He's a playoff winning quarterback.
Yeah.
I can't go there yet. I can't go there yet.
Let's count Daniel Jones' playoff wins.
Give me some fucking protection.
Yep.
You're
For-
not
for
getting that.
Jones.
You're not getting that in New York.
If you draft right, you are.
Like I said, you're not
Come
getting that
on.
in New York.
If you draft right, you are.
I didn't say you couldn't. I just said you're not getting that in New York. I know what I got. I'm not trading it for a bag of chips and a soda pop.
So yeah, somebody's gonna
Wait,
jump up in the fucking
is it a
draft.
medium soda?
And then you can get stuck with all them Eagles picks. That's whenever you take your center.
I saw a
Oh.
lot of drafts. I saw a lot of mocks with Linderbaum going top 10. I really have.
Yep. I'm still saying Jerry takes the best tackle available at the 5 spot.
Who's your best tackle? I know who mine is. Who's yours? And this is this
Ikwanu from
that's NC State.
NC State.
That's my kid.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't think he translates very well as a tackle, as a left tackle. Let me put it that way. On the right side,
I was gonna say,
And
give him a
on
year
the-
at right tackle.
on the inside, if you switch over him and put him into guard position, he'll be a top fucking guard in the league. I
Dude,
mean,
I don't know.
the day you switch him over.
I could get that for the first year, but I like to move into right tackle to start with. He's a big, long, strong cat. Where most of your guards
Yeah.
have the shorter arms, and he doesn't. He's a big son of a bitch. Love his feet, love his power.
All right. He's Iquana's 18 big-time blocks in the run game this season are 7 more than the next closest Power 5
Yeah.
offensive lineman. All right. Now, Yeah. Just his road grader fucking attitude that he has. It's fucking.
I'm not saying you're wrong at guard. Yeah, he's just gonna run over motherfuckers.
Yeah, and I mean, I look at it. He allowed 3 sacks this year, right?
Yep, moving to the right side.
Yeah, and 7 the previous year. But the thing about
That's progression.
yeah, he's fucking mean. And,
Yes.
and you look at it because he can swing. So if you have any kind of movement,
You can move him around.
He's fast as fuck. He can get out on the fucking block. He's got nasty nature to him. That's why I'm like, if I could fucking put him as a guard, I would, because he'd be the #1 rated fucking guard in the NFL.
Now slow down. You're overdrafting him then because Larry Allen went in the 3rd round, motherfucker.
I don't give a fuck.
How's the Larry Allen comp?
Right now?
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Nasty.
just going after it. Neil is lower on most of the boards as far as the offensive lineman scale, but I'm not that guy. I got Neil. Neil
he
is
was up there really high. Then we hit the sweatpant Olympics, and he dropped down for some stupid fucking reason.
Yeah.
Even though he was high off the game tape.
Yeah. And my Neil thing, if you're looking for a left tackle, that would be the guy that I go grab. Would be Neil.
That's a Georgia kid.
That would be the Alabama guy.
Bama kid.
Yep.
Okay. What's the Georgia kid's name?
There's Mississippi State, Charles Cross.
Yeah, Cross is way up there too.
Yeah.
These dudes are fucking massive.
Yeah.
They're
He's
huge.
another dude that he grades about 50-50 in mine. I mean, everybody else likes him a lot. But.
I like the NC State kid best.
Right.
I do like the Georgia kid. Maybe just a bit above Neil from Bama.
Yep.
But they're close. I wouldn't.
Bernard Raymond from Central Michigan.
He's crawling up draft boards.
Yep. It's because his first 2 years he didn't allow a sack. This year he allowed 1. So he's off the fucking charts as far as the PFF power grading.
But he's sliding down because he allowed a sack now.
Correct. But and that's the thing too is he didn't have a bad game at all versus LSU.
Nope.
Which was
he's good.
They kind of helped him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where he,
and that's where you can these small schools as a small school player. That's where you help yourself.
Correct. Play those big games.
You know you're gonna play a game where you know your team's gonna get their ass whipped.
Right.
But you just go out and play your game.
Right.
To help the team, and hey, you put on a good game, and look at that.
Yeah. I think his only bad game came against like Maryland or somebody like that. But
outcoached. Basically, what it boils down to, you were outcoached.
But I'm pulling for the Giants to trade down. Probably not with their 5th pick, probably with their 7th pick.
I'm pulling for them to fuck up.
And if they can pull down in that draft order, that's probably shooting real fucking good. They need a lot of players.
I mean,
they need a lot of players because
not that bad. They're not talent depleted. Come on, they only need what 22 players.
No, it's not that it's talent depleted. It's salary cap depleted.
They just went out and spent a bunch of money on top tier free agents.
They blew their fucking load. All right, Mike. You know that's something that.
Why is everybody looking at me? You say blow your load, and everybody looks at me. It's not fair.
It's something that Dallas doesn't get to do very often because they draft well.
It's the only thing that saves our ass. Because other than that, we fuck it up.
Yep.
That's how I know we're not going to be good. I've got no expectations this year. None. You gave Amari Cooper away. Literally. You gave him away.
Yep.
It's because they draft good. Dude, you can do that.
No, you can't.
You can. If you draft right, you can do it.
You gave Amari Cooper away. You gave Randy Gregory away.
Now, you gave him away for a 5th round pick, right?
Yes. Devontae Adams pulled 2. Stop. Stop.
You know.
Yeah, stop. Look what 5th round Tyreek Hill got.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gave him away.
Maybe you guys have you're set for a 5th round pick that's going to explode.
Yeah, Jabril Cox, our outside linebackers, which is why we let Randy Gregory walk, because he blew his ACL in preseason last year, and hey, he healthy. Write me down now. Jabril Cox gonna have 12.5 sacks.
You think so?
Yeah. Easy money.
Well, maybe you'll take one of my guys.
I mean, that used to be what we did in Dallas. Is anybody that Detroit didn't want to pay, we just did,
Right.
so we could win a bunch of games.
Yeah. And then we
Durant, he was one of my favorite ones. Durant was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah. You remember how pissed off I got?
Outside linebacker. Oh.
And they're like, "Oh, this guy comes out of nowhere." I'm like, "No, he fucking."
He came from Oklahoma
asshole.
State. I've been watching this fucker for 10 years. He's good.
Like, you guys fucking suck. You don't know how many times I said that about my team.
Roy Williams catches 30 passes in Detroit, 95 in Dallas.
Still had to give us first round pick.
It was worth it for 90 catches.
I wasn't happy with my first round pick.
That's kind of a underlying theme.
Godchester Cheerless. I remember exactly who it was. That's who I got.
And I tried to smooth that over. He was pissed. I tried to smooth it over so bad.
They say, "Oh, that's all
You've
right."
done that with a lot of Detroit
Look,
drafts.
a lot of people get rid of Pro Bowl favorites.
Like, dude, we drafted a better one in 3rd round. Shut the fuck up. I'm done.
So, the guy that they got projected to go to 6th to 7th round for wide receiver, that's the one that I was thinking maybe Mike should be. He's 6'3". He's only 182 pounds. But
He'll be 195 in the NFL. with-
Tyquan Thornton
Yep.
from Baylor,
Yep. What round are they having?
maybe 6th to 7th.
I don't think so.
I understand that, but that's what his PFF's got his draft position at.
Oh, I think
187.
I think
is the
PFF is fucked on this one.
I'm just saying. That's what.
I think he's gonna go right around 3rd round.
Well, right now he's ranked as the 180th best player.
Uh huh.
So, I'm just letting you know that 5th round pick.
Yeah, no. Thornton's gonna probably go way right around in the 3rd round.
You watch 5th round come time. Cowboys.
Oh, I'll throw
Thornton,
shit.
and then he'll be like, "Yeah."
No, I'll throw shit. I'll be mad for that kid.
We're gonna have to watch out for the burger.
Isn't Thornton the one that like? He's fast. That's the one that's like.
He's actually really good too, though.
Yeah. He like ran a fucking 4.29. or
Yeah.
something like that. And everybody. Fuck Tyreek.
And so that's one of the things that's one of your arguments where,
Right.
oh wait, we see that, then we go back and watch the game tape.
Right.
Yeah.
And my argument was, he's playing in the Big 12. Mm-hmm. You watched every fucking game that kid's played. What are you talking about?
Yep.
You already knew how fast he was.
Hey, I'm just saying. He's got 10 touchdowns. Because you can't catch him, motherfucker.
You can't catch me. No. Yeah, no. I don't know why PFF hasn't graded so low.
A lot of the PFF. I'll go to where's my other fucking mock?
I watch so many of them, I can't even keep their names in order.
No, Pro Football Network has a mock too. Everybody's got him right around 6 to 7.
See, I saw so many with him going 3.
And yeah, that's weird. But either way, I mean, Sweatpants on Olympics does change everything.
It
Okay,
does.
it really does. So,
It does.
hey,
It boggles my mind.
yeah.
For good or for worse.
But what I'm saying is,
Or maybe that's just me making shit up, and I'm saying that's a third-round wide receiver.
And
I mean,
just
if
saying.
Christian Kirk's third-round wide receiver worth $72 fucking million.
Hey, I'm just saying. So there's always a chance. Or,
Well,
you know
Kirk's not, well,
Patriots will probably get him and just fucking
course, drop
keep him on their practice squad.
of course, drop this dude to the 6th round because he's 6'3", and Christian Kirk's 5'10".
Right.
That's why he's worth third-round pick and $72 million.
Or-
he's 5'10".
Or Raiders will draft them with their first available pick. As they do with anything
That
with
is
speed.
possible.
They're like, what's his 40 time? Yep, that's ours. He's expected to be an undrafted free agent. No, he's expected to be the first overall fucking pick now, asshole.
Number 1.
You know what happens to fucking great expectations? Greater
Sure you don't want to look at Calvin Johnson? Fuck him.
Fuck him. Marcus Rose. And I'm sitting here going,
He can throw the ball out of the stadium. Well, yeah, but he can't throw it to a receiver. He's supposed to be our quarterback.
you know what's fucked up about that? That whole fucking... Okay, my number 1 rated fucking player during that draft, Adrian Peterson.
Mine was Calvin Johnson.
My number 2 was Calvin Johnson. My best quarterback out of that draft, Drew fucking Stanton.
And he was the best quarterback.
And he fucking was. And I'm like,
3rd round.
holy shit, I win.
Yeah, he could complete a pass.
Right.
That made him the best quarterback in that draft.
I was just like, holy shit, how did I win on that? That's unbelievable.
Yeah. Not a wasted pick either. It was the 3rd round. Shit, he can complete a pass as a backup. Still not a bad pick. Didn't he start some games in Cleveland? See, there you go.
He's probably still playing for
Probably.
fucking 95. Hey, still drawing paycheck.
Look at Chase Daniel, motherfucker.
Yeah, no shit.
The $100 million man. He's thrown exactly the exact same amount of touchdown passes in the NFL as me.
Yeah. What was that? 2009 draft, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mizzou, baby. Mizzou. Yeah. Columbia kid.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why do I remember this shit?
Look at that. Started as many games in the NFL as me.
True.
$100 million. Fuck's the love. I can do that. I can not throw a pass or start a fucking game.
Suit up. I'll take your ass up to fucking St. Joe tomorrow.
I'm in.
I can do it all.
I wear my hat every day. Come on. I'm gonna hold a clipboard.
I'm just glad that I brought my jacket this time. Man, I was fucking cold last night.
Well, he turned the heater off and it's cold as shit now.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still
Yeah.
recording.
Got any-
Jeez, we didn't end the show yet?
No.
I thought it was just a bunch of guys hanging out.
I mean,
Kind of what
Not
the
wrong.
basis of the show was.
I was just hanging out. Terry, you got any good words? Huh? You got anything you want to say?
Actually, no. Come on, Terry, because you
Yeah.
do have something.
I don't have any shout outs this week,
Okay.
but
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 I do have the business cards,
yeah.
and I will be passing those out.
Fuck yeah. What else did you set up?
what else is New Jersey doing?
yeah, what's New Jersey doing, brother? Give us the heartbeat. Give us the temperature.
Still avoiding your emails?
Say, outside of avoiding New York taxes. My bad.
Oh, shit.
As long as nobody subpoenas me, I'm gonna be good.
Hey,
Hey,
All right, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are listening, here comes the sounder. For those of you who are watching, like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our Bonfire store. Check out for the merch and everything else like that. You know how to get a hold of us. We know how to get a hold of you.
ooh yeah.
We'll check you next week.